Hello, everybody.
There.
Welcome to session 21 of the Imris Saga, now with new art, which you've already been looking at if you've been tuned in for a little bit on the countdown screen. But we've also got it on this one. It'll be scrolling through every 30 seconds or so. And the layouts are different. Jack redid everything. We got new art for everybody. And the art will also be on the tokens and everything once we get into that stuff. So, how's everybody been doing? We've already been talking for a bit, but I didn't ask this question yet, actually.
I'm worried that Uba's gonna get, punted into next week by a demon, but other than that, I'm good.
I'm worried Uba's not going to get punted into next week.
I have a backup character just in case.
What if the next arc of this game is Uber a week in the future?
I mean, it could be. It could be a really impressive demon. It could be Sulveran gets punted into next week.
We see like a falling star like a day before, and then in the middle of the fight, Uba's body just hurls through the corpse of a dragon mid-fight.
On brand.
Sounds about right. All right.
But yeah.
Speaking of which, this is the first time. Everybody's doing good. This is the first time we've missed a session since we began. For the holiday. That's kind of nice to say out loud.
That's impressive.
Good job, team.
Quick recap. Last session, the party had just defeated the guardians of the tower, who were sitting at the top protecting the space where the keystone crystal would be slotted into to reactivate the city's defenses, these magical defenses against many things, demons included. And were able to rescue the chained angel who was up there helping the demons defend it. Were able to free them from their binds. And then escaped off into the city once again after spending a fair amount of time to try to lose their pursuers. And the city from that point, if it was on high alert beforehand, it was on maximum security alert. You have now seen Vrox circling the skies basically at all times, constant patrols, bearded devils with hellhounds prowling the streets. But you all are safe and sound for the moment in the sewer systems, hiding out just across from where the palace is. Your next target in your efforts to deactivate the anti-teleportation field around the city so that the Senthier can more easily gain access. But that place is guarded by the leader of the demons in the city, who you are going to have to face. And that's where we're going to pick up. So you guys have just finished your long rest down in the sewers in this little kind of closet space inside of Sulveran's magic dome. I kind of know what the plan is. You're going to go through the sewers down into the palace. Is there anything that anybody want to do last minute prep wise before we kind of get into it?
I'm going to summon the stag.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
You're probably gonna want to wait because I don't know how you're gonna get the stag through the manhole.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'll save that.
I mean, it's a good sized manhole, but that's gonna be pretty difficult logistically.
It's not a stag hole.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
My memory of last session was that I asked if we could do our rest in such a way that I had a long rest and then a short rest, and that was fine.
Yeah, you just took first watch essentially.
Cool, great. Then I cast Mage Armor
rather than
and then
last
short
watch.
rest to get back.
Yeah.
You took the last watch is what it was. So you long rested, got up during your watch, short rested, and
got my spell slot back.
Right.
Gotta make the use of that level 1 arcane recovery.
So, using the maps of the sewers that you have, Uba kind of plots out your route. It's a fairly straight shot. You have to go down. It kind of the sewer system spikes downwards, fairly deep as it goes kind of underneath the oasis in this area. Actual part of the water. So you all gather your things, gear up, and begin making your way down. Heading down this long, what seems like an endless set of stairs into the darkness. Only the sounds of the running water beside you, especially for those of you without dark vision. There's quite a few of you, I think. Will and Alveron, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm seeing through
Sulveran
my
as well.
cat's eyes.
No, Sulveran
My
has
cat
it from.
sits on my shoulder,
I have to
and I
do
see through my
special
cat's eyes.
It's just Alveron
There you
now, then. Though you have, you can see into the ethereal realm. Not that that's helping you at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Wait, how can
that'd be
I
great. Oh, maybe the helm will help. Click. Nope. Everything invisible is still dark too.
It's still dark.
Maybe you
Just
can use
untestable,
Cogen as a seeing
uncountable
eye
horrors
dog.
surrounding me.
God.
Switch map stuff real quick. Descending downwards, you eventually arrive at what? Actually, Uba, make your survival roll real quick.
Yeah,
Can I give advantage on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget. Shift is to roll with advantage, right?
Yes.
Helpful.
Double 10s. Good job. No Marisa luck here. Sorry.
Yeah.
You do find the manhole, which, based off of how far you've been traveling, and the map looks to be where you want to exit out of. It exits out into what would have once been the gardens, which should be kind of a sheltered area where you guys can then make your way into the throne room stealthily. Climbing up, you push the manhole cover off, finding the sun piercing down onto you. As you look about, you do appear to be in the gardens, and no longer running fountain just across the way. This grate's a little bit smaller, so Sulveran, you kind of have to squeeze as you're getting up and out. But the rest of you are able to make your way easily up into there. The gardens, you can tell, have not been maintained, although they're still there. The plants are still living, but it's kind of just haphazardly. Weeds and other plants kind of grow out of the cracks in the tiles that haven't been maintained. You do see, as you look up ahead, some rocks. Some rocks. God, those names are too similar. Very different things, though. Circling around the city, although they don't seem to have noticed you at the moment. There aren't really any guards in the palace itself as you look about. Nobody's like patrolling this garden or anything like that. But you do see a colonnades and a set of staircase leading up into what should be the throne room based off of your maps. Now is when I think Medea summons the steed very quickly.
Yeah.
I'll take a look around as well through the eyes of the Justicar helmet just to see if there's anything hidden.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Let's see if that expertise pays off this time.
Seriously. All right.
I was waiting for that 3.
Yeah.
So you don't see any invisible creatures or anything like that as you look about. You do see a kind of glow from inside where the throne room is. It's just hitting the edge of where your sight into the ethereal begins to end, because I think you have 120 feet or something like that. There's no, as you look about, you don't see any invisible creatures, although they might be hiding behind something and you just didn't spot them.
Gotcha. I kind of I make it known just that something in the throne room is casting off some sort of signature I don't know, is it some sort of force or is it some sort of aura? Is that? I look at Will. Do things have auras?
Sure, some things have auras. I know how that helmet works, right? That it's probably just like the edge of the ethereal world and something in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely things, creatures that, or phenomena that exist in both planes, but you can really only see them in the ethereal when you're looking into it.
Will nods and kind of looks at the angel to see if the angel can give us any insight into what it may be that's in the ethereal.
Yeah.
Oh, and Uba, I know there don't seem to be any guards, but maybe pass without a trace concentration.
No.
I don't think so. No.
Maybe you can.
Oh no, it
give
is.
us.
Yeah, it is.
Then I won't request you do that because you
Okay.
just drop it for Mark. The
Really
vastly
glad we
better.
saved that angel.
Umia will say, might be the presence of Helcarthak's. I myself cannot see directly into the play. Cannot say for sure.
But a thing that we expected to be in the room could be the thing causing it, so that's not that big an issue.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no time like the present. Will looks at Keller and is trying to decide whether to leave Keller here or take Keller in case we need to make a quick getaway. I think leans towards picking up her familiar and depositing it on Keller's head because Keller doesn't have broad enough shoulders for holding the cat. Says, just hide, do your normal thing. Will's trying to make it not seem like an enormous deal that we're going into this place, that it's pretty normal. Says, just poke the cat if anything happens, and I don't know.
Okay, I'll keep watch out here. They look about.
No, not out here. You're going to come in with us, but then go find a place to hide, and I'll.
Okay.
I guess give her this time a dagger.
Takes it and grips it real tight. Puts it into their belt loop. But doesn't let go of it. They've shoved it in their belt loop, but they're still holding onto it. Okay.
You look like quite the warrior. And then I guess will start walking towards the door to the place that we have to go.
To Uba, Kella says, sometimes I wish Will wouldn't condescend to me.
Uba chuckles and says, I wouldn't worry about it. You are definitely a mighty small one. I think that you'll be okay. And pats Killa, I guess, on the shoulder.
Yeah.
They can't do the head because the cat's up there.
Sulveran is just going to glance over, and it's almost dismissive, like he expects the answer to be yes. And you've got your ointment. She still has one dose, right?
Oh, sorry, you're talking to Kella. Check. Yeah, I've still got it, and they'll pull out the little ice cream looking container that they've got it stuffed into.
I'd like to ask Alveron before we go in something. Medeo approach Alveron and sort of still atop the stag say, would you prefer the blessing that prevents possession now? Or, well, we're already in there.
Alveron kind of looks away for a second, looks down, Save your spells for now.
He nods. They nod.
While Medea and Alveron are having that moment, Will looks at Sulveran and says, "Well, one of you give us a blessing. Doesn't really matter which."
He did.
I have more spells.
I always forget that Ord's here.
Do you have bless or something?
I do. Do I have bless? Yeah.
What about aid?
But I can get everybody.
I feel like supposed to be like aid, bless, and what else is there?
Wait, who do we think needs it most? I can't get everybody. Not with the angel and.
Does anyone have only a non-magical weapon?
Will raises her hand.
Then is there a way that we can get that weapon holified?
Yeah, she just flings an imaginary dagger into the air, 135 feet. Like, I'm sure I'll manage, but this one's not magical.
Then do you want the Scimitar of Wounding, Will? So that you have a magical weapon?
I'm probably not going to.
I don't think Will's going to be
close. And if I am
stabbing
that
anything.
close, I'll probably be trying to do something else.
Something will be going wrong if Will is using weapons.
This is true.
Bless on Medea, Uber, the Angel, and Alveron, and kind of looks at Sulveran to make sure that Sulveran doesn't mind being left out of that.
Sulveran just shakes his head.
Okay. By the power of Cordal. He blesses the 4 people. I don't know why I did it before, but.
Aid on as many people as either of you can manage.
Sulveran is going to nod, and he is going to turn to Medea and Uba, and then kind of tilts his head between Ort and Alveron, and then pulls Alveron into the collection.
Probably should have done aid first.
Aid lasts longer.
Eight is 8 hours. Does that matter?
I assume you're making these decisions quickly.
Yeah.
You guys are just your Ord is saying this as you've cast it. He's just thinking aloud.
Ord is Deadpooling again.
Yeah. So he casts it quickly on the 3 I named.
Okay.
And it's at
second
3rd level.
So 15 extra hit points?
No, 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2nd level spell.
As we're walking to the door, like I assume we're right at there, Will just turns to the angel and says, "Are you our most powerful fighter?"
Perhaps. I have not seen all of you in combat for very long.
Except for that time we were whooping your butt.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as a yes. And for some reason, this is the moment that the angel has chosen to be oblique and humble. I pull my spell scroll, my spell book out, and there's a scroll pinned to it, and I will cast haste on the angel.
Ooh, fancy.
And I think it just succeeds because it's on my spells class list and is a level that I can normally cast. But I don't know how that works because I can't cast I can cast 3rd level spells, but I can't cast wizard specific 3rd level spells. But I can. I've forgotten how spell scrolls work.
It's in your class list and you're capable of casting 3rd level spells. So I'm going to say, by that logic, you can cast the spell scroll.
Great. I do that. It's that's
not
scroll
how it's supposed to work. Then we'll say that's a function of your subclass. your wizard's
I'm
skills.
happy to roll it. I'd prefer to roll it if that's the way that it's meant to work.
I'm not sure. It's like a weird edge
Yeah.
case. I probably should have looked it up.
I thought we did look it up, and then I read it. Like, I don't actually have any recollection.
It was like 3 weeks ago, and it hadn't come up yet.
The spell is on your spells class, on your class's spell list, but of a higher level than you can normally cast. I think I can just cast it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like what we decided.
Sure, it's in a weird old Alcaran language. And Will's voice changes to the person that wrote the original scroll, but the angel has haste now.
Ooh.
I enjoy a hasted angel. That's
Hasted Angel is a good band name. All right.
Double the redemption, half the time.
As you all just kind of stand there for a minute casting, or for a round, you very quickly will cast a spell. For ease of play, I'm going to say this happens basically in the same round. You all are casting at the same time after having discussed this. You all quickly take the steps up, heading into the throne room. As you do so, you all can see as you kind of hitting the barrier where the light from the outside is no longer obscuring your vision to the darker inside area. You can see a large hall. At one end of it sits a large, ornate-looking throne.
I looked it up, and I do have to roll, so I roll to see if haste works.
Can you see the thing I just said show to players? Did that not work at all?
No, I did not see.
I have to get rid of my character sheet in the middle of the page. I see nothing.
Now I
Oh,
see it. Now it's
now
better.
I see it.
Okay. It's just
Well-
the art that you can see, right?
I
Nope.
can't see anything. I can
It's
just see
blank.
a box. There we go. Now I can see the art.
No.
It's very small
Oh.
art. I can see.
I'm
Trying to
art.
zoom in on it.
I was hoping it would show up bigger, but you can see the Narangor sitting upon the throne. I'll link the art in Discord later as well.
Oh, it's so tiny and cute.
It's massive
It's
and
smaller.
huge.
Smaller than Uba.
I think it's just because of the dimensions of the image is the way it's
What?
showing it to you.
1v1 Kojin versus this thing.
You also see flanking it these two Maragons, kind of little squat, almost hunchback creatures carrying halberds in both hands, like kind of face cut. It almost looks like it's wearing a mask because its face is like metallic and gold. Both of these creatures. A hellhound that is probably twice the size of any of the ones that you've had to fight previously. This thing is truly like massive for a hellhound, kind of lounging in the background. And then a kind of a shorter, maybe around Uba-sized. It almost looks like an imp, but it's too big. This devil with wings that's kind of looking at some papers at the moment. You can also see so that they're like raised up on a dais. Down below that is a circular kind of like courtyard area, probably where people would stand, with 4 statues of people on horses with lances, kind of in various poses before it. Go ahead. So, what's the plan here? You guys are all about this is going to basically be your first movement into wherever you're moving into the area. From where you're standing right now, I will eventually move us to a map, but there's the main staircase leading straight directly up to the throne that you have to go through the area with the statues. There's also 2 smaller stairways on either side, but they're farther away from where you're currently standing. I'm just going to ask this kind of in an order. Which direction are you going, Medea?
I guess to be blunt, which creatures are closest to us?
They're all roughly in the same 20-foot square. They're not like super spread out. They're all standing around the throne.
Oh, okay.
I think Medea will head about 30 feet in towards them, but make sure that so that they don't like take the full distance of the horse, and make sure that other people can like reach them. Other people who are going to be on the front.
Okay, so you're just going straight up the middle is the way I'm going to take that. Okay. Here. Alveron.
I will go try to get around the right-hand side.
Okay.
And see if I can't find an opening.
Would you like to stealth?
Well,
yes.
a reminder that if you start initiative within 10 feet of me, you get the bonus.
Go ahead and make a stealth check. This is partially why I'm doing this, because you all have an opportunity to stealth here if some of you would like to stealth.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I will add that D4 to that just in case. Oh wait, this bless. No, that's only attacks and spell saves.
Tackles
Never
and
mind.
saving throws.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe that beats somebody's perception,
So 16.
especially their passive perception.
All right.
Maybe.
Will. I'm just going to say the angel is going straight with Medea.
So sorry, my thing cut out. Did you say how far away we were from them?
From them, if you were to go straight at them, it's 60 feet. You can't go at a bird's eye view unless you have some kind of flight, because they're on a raised platform that's about 20 feet up. So if you were to go to the right-hand side with Alveron, the staircase from where you're standing is 60 feet away. You go straight up the middle, the staircase is about 50 feet away.
I'll stay where I am at the door then.
You're just going to stay at the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that I'm going to do doesn't require line of sight anyway. So.
Okay.
I almost forgot. Can I pop Radiant Soul before we enter as well?
Sure, I'll let you do that as you're entering. That's fine. I think Ort is also going to go with Medea. Uba, which way are you going? Are you going to try to stealth around with Alveron, or are you going to go straight up the middle?
So just to double check, we're not going to try and get the weapons that were hinted at being under the throne room, right? We're just charging in and attacking? Okay.
Yeah.
If you had talked about this, the angel would have said that that's not possible, basically.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the angel did say that it's like that you have to go through this place.
I see. Okay. Uba's going to try and stick as close to Medea as possible for that, the bonus.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
go under initiative,
I'll
you
move
can
up
add
to Medea because I want that bonus in initiative too.
Okay.
I feel like Uba and Medea could really just
Maybe
like
Alveron
wail
over on the
some
side
doubles.
by themselves. Sulveran, what are you doing?
Yeah. Sulveran is going to put himself about 10 feet away from Medea, but towards Alveron. And he is generally trying to keep Alveron somewhat like within his sights, but he's not trying to be obvious about it. He does just kind of want to know where everyone's at, especially Alveron, who has a recent history of herring off and getting into dangerous situations.
I
Did you
handled that
put
last situation fairly well, just saying.
Did you put the Vigilant Blessing on?
Vigilant Blessing is currently who was it last on? It was on Alveron last, but he didn't really need it. You've got that extra bonus because of that feat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
I
got
got like a plus 10 initiative. Not that you'd ever know from the turn order, but
Yeah.
I do have a plus 10 initiative.
This time, as Will passed him by, he slapped his hand on Will's arm and gave that Vigilant Blessing.
Okay, I'm going to swap us
Will-
over. It's
We'll
worth
smile and thank you.
it's
and
worth
Gathite.
stating that all of the lights in this room have a strange purplish hue to them, almost like they're being affected by some magic. Now that you're getting a little bit closer, you can see all the statues. Their eyes seem to be glowing with this same kind of purplish glow. So you've just come from the right here. You've kind of charged in from the gardens. Alveron has elected to go northward, up around the statues, kind of making for this entrance or planning on climbing up. And we'll see what happens. Everybody else has kind of just gone straight up the middle, and is now, not very far from where the creatures are all sitting.
All right. So if the lighting was weird to start out with,
Yes.
before we all haired off and before Alveron got out of sight, can I have popped Alveron doesn't have dark vision, but he has the helm, right?
Correct.
Can I have popped up Eyes of Night as we stepped out? It's a full action, yeah.
No.
Okay.
So basically, what this is, why I'm doing it this way, is because
no,
you're
you're
all stepping into a space where you can all see at the same time. And
No, that's all right. I was just
taking off.
checking because I know that Medea had done Radiant Soul, so I wasn't sure when.
So this is
when
just
we
your
were...
movement in.
Okay.
As Medea, the stag, kind of plopping in, you see up on the throne this creature kind of stand, the Narangor, and in a bellowing voice it says, "So you are the ones who have been plaguing me so very badly these last few days. Finally come to fight." As it looks down at all of you, wolf-like eyes kind of glancing back and forth between the group. Sorry, I'm just having to check people.
Yep.
Perception. Alveron, you don't think that you've been noticed by any of the more humanoid-looking demons, by the Narangor or his guards or the scribe, but the Hellhound seems to have noticed your presence and is kind of glancing over at you, head sniffing.
Copy.
The Narangor is going to kind of stand up and look at all of you. So they are, for the moment, not running into combat. He's just speaking.
I'm
Well, then.
waiting for us to respond.
No, I'll keep going if you don't immediately say something.
I thought you were. I thought this was your DM bad guy monologue. I wasn't going to interrupt it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
I thought we were in for.
I wanted to be.
I just
that-
thought Medea might have a quicker response to those things. It kind of felt like
I wasn't sure if he was. I feel like Medea is taking a second to be like, okay, is he done? Is he still going?
Okay.
Medea doesn't want to be rude.
I also want to make sure that you're not all right, you're gonna talk. Well, fuck you. Just gonna start throwing spells and shit.
Hey,
because that has happened.
That's not our style.
I don't know. My thing's still good. It looks like you guys are not in there, so probably.
Oh, okay.
I think I also need
no.
to. Okay, it looks like we're back on the stream as well.
Woohoo! Hey, friends.
All right. I'm refreshing my Foundry then.
Yeah, me too.
I posted
minutes.
the face you made when you were getting disconnected.
What did the boss say back?
I did not get a response. I didn't hear anything that what you said.
Oh,
all right. So right after you asked us, you said that this was an opportunity to respond. This is when these responses occurred.
Okay. Yeah, and then I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into Foundry, but it's given me conniptions. I'm gonna fully close out and try again.
Okay, I wonder if I should refresh it.
Think you should refresh it.
Yeah, I'm not getting.
Because connection timeout is the thing that's coming back.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it since, and I've refreshed 3 times by now.
Yeah.
both the funniest and most tragic session for this to happen.
I feel like it's appropriate though. Like that's the only kind of
That's our
ridiculous
break.
that you get.
Try to
That's the break we're getting.
try to hop back in now. I need to do it for this stream.
PCs are all staring at Helcarthak going, wait 1 second, we can't access our character sheet.
Oh my god, the connection to the ethereal realm is broken.
It was actually a secret plan because he felt like we didn't plan enough and he wanted us to plan a little bit more. So he just
He's Helcarthak
So,
and all the
just-
PCs are having like the treaty on Christmas of World War One going across the trenches.
So Jack, if the connection to the ethereal realm was broken, I'm the one who can tell most easily, and I would have no idea if the ethereal realm is actually supposed to do that or not.
Okay.
It would have no impact on anybody because we wouldn't be interacting with it anyway.
What was Medea's reply? While everybody's loading back in.
Medea said, "We are the ones that came to kill you. Perhaps you have..." And then Will said something.
I said it was customary to give a dying creature one last word.
Perhaps it is something nice.
Well then, none of you are going to challenge me. Disappointing.
I cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
I can't get into
it.
Foundry. It's like
It's still. Do I have to
timing
like?
out every time.
Yeah, mine's still.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
Yeah,
close
me
down
neither.
completely.
The fact that that's just a Will's immediate response to
Like-
nobody's going to challenge me. Sulveran just turns and just, as this battle breaks out, he's just chuckling.
The annoying thing is this has never happened until this session.
No, it's great. It's really portentous. I'm feeling it.
Building up the suspense.
Yeah.
It's definitely working, but it'll take a second to load back in.
Yeah, it's thinking it through.
Do I get
challenge you, Helcarthak, I challenge you to a game of Jeopardy with Alex Greyback.
Do you play Dragon Chess?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Have you ever heard of a little game called Monopoly?
This just suddenly becomes Seventh Seal for some reason.
Do you want to play a game of Risk with me?
I have my
Can we
pog
challenge them
tokens
to
right
board games?
here.
Have you ever played multiplayer Hearts of Iron 5?
Normally,
Oh.
I'm the one that is flippant in the face of impending danger, but I do feel like you're all being too flippant.
I can see Charlie and Sara now. It looks like you guys are loading back in.
I'm about to get eaten by a hellhound, so I'm not feeling particularly flippant. I'm feeling more kibble, personally.
Barbecue.
But
Do
Let me
I
barbecue
get Mind
first.
Sliver up?
Not before initiative happens. So we're gonna once you start casting, that's when
Okay,
we're gonna roll
well-
initiative. I mean, they're
Does
like
that lock me into doing Mind Sliver on my first turn?
waiting. I feel like it kind of does. Are you trying to do it stealthily?
No, it's just because it's a cantrip that I assume it's just effortless to.
It takes a full action, you know.
Yeah, they're not just gonna kind of watch you cast Mind Sliver.
They might, you know.
I-
And if they start to move, I would theoretically be able to move to change the spell I'm casting anyway, right? I'm
Yeah.
seeing what the Mind
what
Sliver
this
only has a verbal component. To be fair,
what this is you go to start speaking like obviously spellcasting words, and then everybody starts to do stuff essentially. Like they start to move, you guys start to move, etc. So if they've moved to a spot where they're doing something different, you can quickly change your spell because you haven't really done anything. If you roll low on your initiative, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for them. Waiting.
Is
This is
anyone
gonna
else
be-
not in yet?
What?
it's just
Okay.
taking ages to load.
Okay.
Mine has finally loaded in.
It
Mine
says that
loaded
you're
in.
in
Let's
for
go.
me, Marisa, or at least
I accidentally double rolled initiative. Triple rolled.
you for
Yeah,
some
that's
reason
okay.
have. Oh, was it because you were trying to roll earlier or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the one,
First one.
the 14.
Man, that +3 is really doing work there. You get the +3s, but yeah, basically everybody but Alveron gets a +3.
Got it.
And Uber and Will have advantage.
I might need Andrew to roll for me because I'm still not able to get in.
It said you were in for a second, but then like you had refreshed or something.
I'm assuming
Are
this thing
we?
just has
Should
an
we roll for
insane
initiative,
stat.
Andrew?
Yes, if you're in, and you can do so.
I'm also refreshing because it seems like it doesn't want to work.
God damn it!
Yeah. This is,
I mean,
How did you
a
get
good roll?
initiative?
rough even with that +3.
4. I mean, you rolled a 4 and you still have a 14. That's not terrible.
Terrible
Every-
for me.
Sean,
The angel
every
will be
time
gone.
I've ever
Oh, thank
played,
God.
Wow.
every time I've
Yeah.
ever played a character with
with the what?
every time I've ever played a character in one of Andrew's games, the people with the like big initiative bonuses never do well.
No.
Did you re-log in with the stream screen?
Yeah, I see this on the stream. It's
yeah,
working.
the stream's okay.
Um,
Although it doesn't say the stream screen is in, which is a little weird, but
did you already factor in the +3 to
because
the
when I
angel? Oh, sorry, you go.
because when I logged in, that was the only account that it said was available to log into other than mine.
let me refresh the. Refresh that just in case.
I'm in now.
Oh crap! That's not what I meant to F5.
Uh-oh.
You refreshed all of
I
Foundry.
refreshed Foundry. I hope that didn't screw anyway. God damn it!
No, it's
Comedy of
everything.
errors.
Good news, everyone!
I know what's happening. There we go.
It shows the game
Want to
pause for me,
refresh
but I still have
this.
control, I think.
I'm
I'm gonna see if I can still roll, so please
There we
ignore
go.
this. Yes, I can. Cool.
What happened?
You rolled
to
acrobat.
initiative?
You just rolled yours, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry you have to edit these one by one.
I don't.
No?
No. If you have tokens out, they just appear.
Oh, it's for the +3 is what they're talking about.
Yeah, for the initiative bonus.
Oh, I'm not doing that. You don't get the bonus. Who all has it? Everybody, basically?
Everybody
Except for
but
Alveron, yeah.
Alveron. Yeah. Mine is already factored
So
out.
it actually
Use that
matters.
face. Though I don't know if it would have changed the initiative order at all if I had the +3.
No,
Right?
it would have.
You-
You would have gone
yeah.
before the one of the Marangons.
It also means the
We
angel
can not
defender
see their
goes first.
initiative. Oh,
All
Jesus. Now I see them.
Let's try for the 18th time to log into Foundry.
Will, I need you to
Actually
cast
makes a
haste
pretty
on
big
me at least
difference for
once,
Upa.
just so I get to understand what it's like to have a +20 to initiative.
Right. Just waiting on Will's
Don't
initiative.
know how to cast. Will
Learn
does
it.
not have the capability of casting haste. It's not a bard spell.
Yeah, it was just.
You
From
took
the
it
scroll.
You gotta go.
It's like the
You
one
gotta go
scroll.
collect the scrolls. If you collect the
I'm not
scrolls,
taking 5 levels of wizard. Yeah, if you
Collect
find me
Chaos
a
Emeralds,
scroll,
maybe?
I'm just imagining Alveron
Find me a
like
scroll.
checking every market stall for haste scroll after he sees this happen.
I just see the angel
Also,
just suddenly
after
9-cat just.
On yourself, it's a little bit addicting.
if you did for some reason want to do that, go find a potion of speed. Like then you can cast haste on yourself.
No, I've got family back in Ohio that did potions of speed, and now they can't stop.
I've seen what potions of speed do.
Sean, I
to a
think
man.
you're the reason that my foundries decided to not work.
It says that you've loaded in. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm on a grey screen. I'm just leaving it for as long as possible.
That was pitch perfect timing.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
You want me to just roll for you for now?
Sure, with advantage and +3, thanks.
What do you have advantage from?
Me.
I've got the blessing of Sulveran.
Yes, the blessing of Sulveran. Sulveran's own.
I don't think it actually rolled twice there. Even though
I only saw the one.
Even though I shift clicked.
Everything is difficult.
Oh, hey, it also makes a difference for Will.
Ooh.
There you go. I got you a 19.
Boom.
Is that a 19 or 22?
You're gonna go first.
Oh,
That's
Wow, you beat the hasted angel. How the
But you didn't add
For
the
trying to
you
keep
didn't
this
add
a
the
good
plus 3 to
Christian
the
stream.
angel, but you didn't add the plus 3 to Will either, so kind of counts. Yeah,
This is the first time Will has gone first. I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
Yay.
truly
yeah.
amazing.
Will
I
usually
not
goes
roll below 10,
really bad.
even though I have a plus 3. Great. Well, I cast Mind Sliver then, I guess.
Are you
Because I
casting
went
it on?
first, I guess I'll waste my turn.
Who are you casting it on?
I'm casting it on. Well, if I see that everybody's moving, I'm going to step back to be 65 feet away from that thing, just in case that's a relevant thing. Wait, I don't know what Mind Sliver's range is directly off the top of my head because it's new. Yeah, that's fine.
For you, it's 75 feet.
100, yeah, like
And you're locked into this spell for the one time you go first in combat.
It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll move back there and
60 feet.
cast Mind Sliver on the main guy.
Oh, okay. You would move back one more if you want.
I don't. I want to not
This
have
is
moved that far.
a wisdom save.
I'm back in, by the way.
Okay. Int save.
It's an intelligence save. So I want to end my movement here.
Wow, I rolled bad.
Nice.
Nice.
Great.
oh,
So it takes 3 psychic damage, but more importantly, loses a d4 from the next saving throw it would make.
Is he still familiar and shit?
If anyone
Yeah,
has
my
an
familiar's
AoE
sitting
spell
on
to throw
top
up
of
there.
And then I'm going to move, let's say, over here to kind of split the party up a little bit.
yes.
I should have
would
checked
like
the
not
turn order
all.
at some point before this, but okay, cool.
Well, it's nice because Chained Angel is pretty
Next,
right after you.
Yeah.
Maybe it can make a saving throw.
Yeah, maybe the Chained Angel can be the one of us that runs forward and takes every single attack of the enemy.
Instead of
How
the
you got
squishy
It just
cannon
dies
rogue.
instantly.
So, man,
you
this
know?
this guy's got like infinite movement, right?
It goes and grabs Kala, brings
You
Kala
see what
back.
you've done? You see what you've done, Will? You've given the angel the
Blows
zoomies.
Kala
I hope
into
you're
a
happy.
bow.
Yeah, O'Meal's gonna fly in. And
Chained Hasted Angels. Hasted Angel Unchained.
We would have told. We talked about like before when you disconnected that we were going to tell the angel to deal with the little bodyguards and Medea to deal with the bodyguard, and we'll like try and pick off other people until they're down.
Yeah.
But it can do what it wants.
I didn't hear this conversation, so the angel didn't hear the conversation.
Hey.
That's how things work.
I don't think you. It feels very retroactive to say that once combat's beginning.
Yeah, it's
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do what it initially wanted to do was run up and use its ability, its glory ability, previously fallen glory, to make all of them make a saving throw.
Gonna mog the shit out of them.
It is so nice to see something that is not Medea in the center of a.
Right?
So I'll do Helcarthak first. So he's got a -4 or minus a
minus
D4.
D4.
D4. Well, he fails. Actually, no.
Wait, no, he could though.
I just saw the 7. I was like, oh yeah, no, he's got a crazy high strength.
Yeah. Oh, he
He
does.
does fail, actually.
Ooh!
Ooh.
That's
Nice.
most of Mind Sliver ever.
He is knocked prone.
Amazing.
Then I'm gonna do this Moringon.
And takes 20.
This will be the one closer. That one's gonna succeed. The one farther away. That one's gonna succeed. The Hellhound.
All the
Damn.
fucking minions succeed.
The
And
Scribe
Damn!
also succeeds.
They were wasting their
Oh,
good
wow.
rolls at first.
To be fair, he would have succeeded if not for Mind Spike.
Yeah.
But they all
Which is great.
take 24 radiant. Although he can't do that a
Aren't they
lot.
also vulnerable? Wait, just want to check something. Aren't they supposed to be making all rolls with disadvantage because of the beacon?
Attack rolls.
Yes, all attack
Yeah.
rolls and ability
All
checks,
attack-
not saving throws.
Does it
Okay.
affect
Glad you
their,
remembered
like,
that though, 'cause
Yeah.
That's a good
I'd
point.
will it affect their like AoEs and shit at all whatsoever?
Maybe.
Okay.
But you guys have a limited understanding of what it is actually doing to them.
Except for that time, like last session, that Alveron accidentally like critted a religion check.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, I know what things are.
The angel hasted flies up. Oh, he also is going to make a swing at the guy because he's hasted. Count that as an attack for this.
Crit, it instantly kills it.
He should have advantage. Let me. Just in case. No.
Oh yeah, because it's
Fourth
prone.
roll.
Oh,
Holy
that's
shit.
only 10 because he's immune to fire damage.
Nah.
But he still brings the greatsword out onto Helcarthak. So he flies up, kind of unfurls his wings as a radiant blast kind of radiates outwards, much like he did to all of you on the fight in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So again, he cannot do that very often. Then he gets his swing off, and it kind of readies for the next attack. Helcarthak will then stand. Oops.
Holy shitballs.
I like the
Whoa,
use of
what just happened?
shitballs there, Sean.
Thank you.
Really bad something.
So, I forgot about this. The angel also is going to take 2d6 fire damage from attacking the creature. Melee.
Oh shit.
yeah, this thing.
Oh wait, would we have known that beforehand that that was the thing it does?
No.
Like fire damage up
No.
close?
None of you rolled high enough to know that, and Umiel did not think to tell you.
Okay.
Good job, Umiel.
Sorry.
God, I'm going to be so glad when we kill this angel.
He might
massive
just
betrayal of
die
his angel.
right here. We'll see.
He has a not double, but extra AC.
+2, I believe.
Yeah. And he also has the fucking
Does have this?
At 8.
The demon does have disadvantage.
aid here.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, I'm assuming that misses.
Ooh, but that one probably hits. Whoa, how many
Yeah, 2
attacks
hits.
does this motherfucker?
3.
Lots.
He attacks 2 with the longsword, once with his whip, which
Mm.
crackles with electricity. I know the image; it looks like
Can
flame,
I-
but it's actually electric.
Can I make a check of some kind to surmise Umiel's rough AC?
Between 14 and
Otherwise,
19.
I'll cutting words the whip. I'll cutting words the whip anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you the last 2 hit. So of those 2, the 19
I think
is the better
Will-
one to cutting words.
I think Will doesn't necessarily think that the sword looks like it's going to do anything, and a flaming whip is kind of terrifying. Just like
Yeah, the whip is on fire.
storyteller.
Sorry, I messed that up. The whip's on fire. The sword is crackling with lightning. It's made out of bone. It almost looks like a carved thigh of some giant creature.
I'm actually not going to cutting words either of them.
Okay, he'll just
sorry
take
for-
the.
Wasting your time.
That's okay. 20.
He instantly dies.
Okay. No, but the changed angel does become bloodied from those 2 hits. Those
Wait,
2
this
hits
thing
and
has-
the fire damage.
Well, that's not good.
This thing does not
has
have a
less-
lot of HP.
Yeah, it has less HP during being
I mean,
not chained.
it just
as
took
well.
43 points of damage in total. Like, it wasn't nothing, guys.
It's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
It's
14.
just
Look, we're
barely
expecting our
bloodied.
literal Deus Ex Machina to, like,
He was very
Wait,
clear, like,
wait.
he's gonna help you, but he's probably gonna die if he's fighting this alone. Uba, it's then your turn.
I thought you would only take 36
Jeez.
points of damage.
Well, I'll do
Let me do the math again.
I'll do Hunter's Mark on the
No, it's 43.
I guess the Hellhound? Yeah. I'll do that on the Hellhound. And I guess I'm gonna start moving the same direction as Alveron actually. Because I can't do much.
I would have given you my javelins before the fight if you have no ranged ammunition.
Oh, you would have?
Yes, I think that's fair to
They
say.
mentioned it when we were talking earlier, so I would allow it.
Oh, okay. If
You
that's
have-
the case, then I will do
You have
2
5
javelins.
javelins.
You gave
Yeah.
me 5?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do 2 at the Hellhound then. Hopefully this will work.
Just so you know, the reason the whip has a saving throw is because it can pull you in, but he's already standing right there, so.
Yeah. It's doing the thing again where it does attacking and damage separately.
You have to move closer, just so you know, for the whip, not be in long range.
For the javelin?
The javelin?
For the javelin.
Yeah.
Misspoke.
Within, I think it's 20 feet or 30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. Easy thing to fix.
I mean, you can definitely get within there, so.
Yeah, so like this line where you need to get to.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna have to.
Uber's hitting the Hellhound.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't. I can only move 25 feet. So I guess
I mean, if you want to. Oh, you can only move 25 feet?
Yeah, I'm small and slow.
Okay.
If it was 30, I could hit it, but so I guess I'll just move closer and then not actually attack this turn.
I mean, there are still other things you could throw the javelin at.
Yeah, you could hit the spellcaster or something.
Yeah, they're all slightly out of range, so I think I'm gonna have to pass this turn. Oh, actually, diagonals. I can hit the one on the far left, so
Hit him.
yeah.
And you
I'm
can
gonna try
Hunter's
and
Mark,
hit
right?
this. Yeah. I Hunter's Mark the Hellhound. Can I switch it? Probably not.
I'll let you do it.
Okay, so yeah, Hunter's Mark on the one on the far left, and then I'll have to roll damage separate since it's being weird.
Roll a d4. Oh no, it already did it. Never mind. Those both hit actually. This doesn't have a super high AC.
Okay, so let me do 2 damage rolls then with that. This one. There's 2.
Okay.
Plus Hunter's Mark would be a d6.
So 2d6 for Hunter's Mark and 1d8 for Colossus Slayer.
It wasn't hit yet, I don't think.
It have taken damage from Omiel.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Yeah. So I think that's it. Kojin isn't going to do anything yet, so I think that's the end of my turn.
That scribe is looking pretty wounded from these javelins, and as you just chuck 2 javelins at it, kind of.
Okay.
Just an administrative assistant, Uber. That's just do admin.
You see it begin to cast, getting ready to cast a spell at Uba.
Those are the truest of the evil.
See, I feel like since we didn't have a conversation, Midia's first instinct is going to be to fucking mog the spellcaster.
Kojin can move and etc.
Kojin will not do anything right now.
Kojin. That's Final Fantasy, you know.
Oh,
I
thought you were requesting Jack to play the piano.
No. This is a word for that, what I'm thinking of. It's not like a holding pose, but
idle animation.
Idle animation.
Street Fighter style?
Yeah, exactly. This Maringon is going to move over to here and shoot a crossbow. Will, since you mind spiked the big guy. but it's not his best thing.
I'll allow.
Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot about this thing. No, he's actually going to run over to beat up the angel because he gets a benefit for staying near the guy. You can make 3 halberd attacks instead of 2.
Oh shit! These things are actually
Shit
scary.
on a gibbon.
I mean, he's rolling a crap. He misses. He misses.
The fucking disadvantage there made an insane difference.
God, I'm really glad.
This fight would not be going. Would be going
We've
very
done this fight
differently if
they
you had
didn't
done
have
it first.
disadvantage.
I should also mention that. Actually, no, never mind. Didn't happen yet.
No, I
So
won't mention.
he runs over and does a thing, and it just
There's
like
nothing worse than
flails
that.
at Umiel, who's kind of pairing with this great sword now, surrounded completely. Alveron, it's in your turn. The Hellhound has noticed your presence, hasn't moved or anything yet. The others have not, so you are stealthed against any of them.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to check something with the. There. Okay, so if I check movement going up here, to get up onto the stairs is the start of 35 feet there, and then within range, if I'm right at the top of the stairs there, I don't have any height disadvantage on the Hellhound, so I don't have any disadvantage there. Okay.
You can also, as I said, you can climb up. It will require a check. You're pretty good at athletics.
Just an athletics check to kind of vault up and make the attack.
Yeah.
So I could get up to.
It'll cost extra movement, but for you, you have enough. Fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'm going to look at this because we changed my Misty Step to be I get 2 uses of an extra 15 feet of movement, right?
I'm trying to remember. I put it in somewhere. Jack, do you remember? What did this off the top of your head?
It's a free action to gain 15 feet of movement, and I think it's
Yeah,
only
15
one
additional
use
movement.
because
Yes.
that can actually translate to being 45 feet.
Yeah, if you
Like
move dash.
It can be more if you move dash.
Right. So actually, for you, you could just move up and then teleport up to there. You don't really have to worry about the height issue.
Okay, and then I would still be able to move back off of the platform and get away from that. So up. Yeah, because that's 15 up, free action to teleport to here.
You'd have
and
to.
then take an action, and then just.
You might take fall damage.
You could.
How tall is it?
I think I had said 20 feet. If you're jumping straight down 20 feet, that's a little bit of fall damage. I was kind of picturing it as like you're running, jumping, teleporting that 15 feet to make that work.
Okay, and that would use up my whole movement, you think, to get to that port right there?
You could still move around a little bit in that square. Because you've got, what, 45 feet of movement then? So you could get to there and move a little bit if you wanted to. Like back down.
Yeah, so that'd take me...
this way.
You can backflip off of it.
You can jump down. It's just you don't have anything to negate fall damage.
Gotcha. Like no acrobatics check.
You might take a couple d6.
Okay, but I should also, because I don't have to disengage, I should also be able to like move some distance out here off to the side away from the Hellhound and like get off the dais. So
yeah.
I think I will do that then. I will move up, jump, teleport to here, attack, and then use the rest of my movement. Honestly, yeah, I might even actually dash at that point.
You have the bonus action dash.
Yeah, because I've got the bonus action dash, so I think I'm going to do that. So, all right, so I'll get up to there. I'll try to move myself once more. I want to make sure it's a bonus action. It's a bonus action to lay down my hex. Yeah, hex is bonus action, so I don't want to do that because I want to be able to dash away.
You also, I just want to make this very clear. You would have advantage on any of the other ones, but not the Hellhound.
What do you mean?
The Hellhound knows you're there. The other ones don't.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, I understand. Well, thankfully, I don't need advantage on the roll in order to sneak attack because there's no other enemies within 5 feet of me, and
I just thought it worth mentioning for the advantage.
Yeah. I appreciate it, though. All right. Yeah, for this character, please God. All right.
Okay, go ahead and make your
I
attack.
will roll my just regular attack. Come on, give me a 19. I'm begging you. Well, okay.
That does hit though.
Okay, good. Decent damage.
That D4 from Blast. Good lord.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy.
Right.
And then let's see here.
Stab
So that's
straight into this thing's chest. It belches flame and pain.
all right. And then I still have how many feet of movement? Let's see.
15, I think.
I still have 15 feet of movement. So if I take that 15, I can get down to like about here. Yeah, I guess like skirting the edge of the stairs. That would be 15. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Took it somewhere else. Oh Jesus. I think I will take my dash action. So,
okay.
Does that double my whole movement speed for the turn?
Yeah. So you
this
actually have. So if you're getting up there and then doing the dash action, 15 plus 45 becomes 60. You actually have 60 feet of movement to use from this point.
Okay.
So you could go back to like where Medea is.
I could, or if I'm reading this right, I could come like down this way, come up, and move through and like get back to this spot here and be behind the scribe. I'm not leaving the scribe's area.
You could totally circle around the scribe.
I'll circle around the scribe and I'll make it have to think about who it's attacking and where it's going after. I'll do that.
Right. Good choice.
Also, the Hellhound then might have to make some decisions because if it goes past the Angel, that'll be an attack of opportunity. If it follows right behind the throne.
It could get around without doing that, but yeah. But yes, you do move away
it's
from it.
It's going to bite the Angel's head off on its turn.
Alveron, you all see, had kind of moved up to the side, disappeared from all of your sight, suddenly appears in a flash next to this Hellhound, stabs it deep into the chest before kind of quickly, I'm kind of imagining him doing like a bit of a tightrope on these the balustrade here, up and around, to then get up behind the Scribe Devil, which is now torn between casting something at Uba and Alveron.
Dick Grayson approves.
Medea, it is then your turn.
Medea is going to run up to the spellcaster and just attempt to beat the shit out of it atop this elk.
Sure.
I will see you in Valhalla, friend.
Yeah, they just raise up their spear. They're not a fan of these things. 2, and I'm going to smite on the second one.
Makes sense.
So it's going to take 68 damage on top, radiant damage plus 7. Because that's a completely unassisted crit.
God damn, we love to see it.
Good first turn.
Just Medea fucking... And that's that.
Fucking slapped this thing out of the air. Yeah. Is that enough to kill it?
Sorry, I just want to read.
Kind of confident.
The typical GM response. Sorry, I was doing math. Oh my god.
All right. So actually, when you sorry, I just was trying to remember how this worked. So when you get to here, Bigby's hand appears beneath you.
Bigby?
Out.
Like because something is casting a spell. 'Cause
So
I'm-
there was a glyph of warding on the staircase.
So do I just take that misses still?
Okay.
Because of the +2 from Shield of Faith.
All right, that's fine. Then you keep going. That's fine.
Does
But
the glyph
Bigby's
still
hand is
activate?
there. Oh yeah, the glyph still activates even if the attack misses. So I'm just gonna place it down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Andrew, I'm not sure if I would know what those are. If I would like have my passive perception then would immediately be like, I'm gonna keep looking out for these. But I don't know if I know what those are. Can I make you an Arcana check to see if I know what those are, so I can be keeping an eye out for them
Go
passively?
ahead and make an Arcana check.
I just want to be fair.
There's like a glow on the floor when Medea is moving over it. So you have encountered glyph of wardings beforehand. This is the second time you've crit a knowledge check when I wasn't expecting you to. I think perhaps
You have no business.
perhaps your captain had some placed on his door or something like that. That did various things. You know that it's a glyph of warding. They can be charged with explosive magic of any number of different kinds, or with a spell. Either there's different levels that they can get cast at. Some are more powerful, some are weak. But even the weakest of these, the explosive damage that they have is pretty powerful.
Okay. All right. Just then, with that knowledge, like Alveron has been just a little more like looking at the floor, looking at the walls, looking at like passively just trying to pick up on that shit. But god damn it,
Andrew, does it live through that?
It is still alive. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to then make a third attack against it.
Medea just
oh wait, I can also
play.
choose to apply an extra, the extra smite. So it's going to take, before I make that attack, I'm going to throw another 3d8 on as well. So it's going to take 16 extra damage.
How many smites do you get a day?
As many as I have spell slots in a turn.
I think in the future, if you're going to smite on a crit and then retroactively smite on the attack before it, you have to do it in order.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. And then I will drop. How bloody is this thing looking after the second attack?
It looks like it's basically dead. The only reason, as you're doing these blows, you see that it's still standing. After the first one, you notice this. It's not like it's not being hit, but just like it's got some kind of second skin that seems to be like taking this damage for it for the first couple blows. That goes completely away by the third one, and it is now looking incredibly wounded.
I'm going to throw one more smite on top.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
I want this thing dead. I do not like spellcasters. 18 radiant damage. And then I almost forgot the 7 extra radiant damage from Radiant Soul.
So much damage.
Yeah, I'm burning basically all of my resources because I do not trust spellcasters.
It's not enough. I'm just gonna tell you. I knew you were gonna do this, so it has a lot of buffer HP on it. Okay, it is not great though. Yeah.
Straight up not having a good time, bro.
Yeah, so your first blow again, like hits it, and almost like there's like a stony exterior that you don't even notice at first because it's so close to the skin. that is chipped away completely by your second blow. The rest of the blows are just hitting it, and it is taking that damage. It is still standing, but not with a lot left.
Yeah, this thing has been clobbered.
Sulveran, it is then your turn.
All right, so I DM'd you a quick question on Discord earlier. Just because I had popped that
Not read it.
Spiritual Guardians earlier, and I wasn't sure if it was something that you just decided we didn't have time to do 2 spells whenever we were doing our prep, or if it was just all the
that's fine.
computer. Okay. So yeah, let me fix my spell slots there.
You guys probably don't have. It's probably you have after at the start of this one. It's like 7 rounds on bless as opposed to 10, but okay.
Okay, that's cool. And so
How big is that aura again?
And
hold on, let me just check. I think it's just 15 feet. All right, so Big B's hand is still visible to everyone, right? Just like hanging out there.
Yeah, it's like this spectral floating hand. Like,
Oh, it wasn't expended after the one.
no, the spell just goes off.
no, does that keep it? Does it have to concentrate on it?
That's a good question.
Because if so, that's some pretty nasty concentration checks.
Oof magoof.
No, if the spell requires concentration, it lasts until the end of its full duration. Or
Interesting.
Glyph of Warding.
Okay.
All right, and then my next question is, the Spirit Guardians, the writing of it, it just says around you to a distance of 15 feet. So is that around in a flat circle?
It's the tiles that I've set to it.
Okay. And final nitpicky question: how high is the staircase? Like, or is it not relevant? Like
20 feet
do,
from
20 feet,
where
okay.
you're standing up to there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
trying to-
15 feet actually, because you're also on a little bit of a raise at the moment.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. In that case, Sulveran is going to step forward. Does the statue provide any kind of cover? Like, is it?
If you
What's-
like get up and hide underneath it, yeah, it would be half covered.
Okay. Let me see if I can choose my character again.
You have to be like this square or this square.
Okay. So yeah, Sulveran is going to step forward. Maybe if I can control him. I can't control him anymore.
You on the right.
Yeah, I'm on the right thing. It's just there. Wait, did it move me or did you move me?
I moved you.
Okay, cool. It's really odd. Obviously, everyone that is in the party or affiliated with the party is exempt from that. And you said that Alveron would have taken how much damage if he fell to the floor?
Couple d6.
Okay, so it's
That's
like
20 feet.
You take
Okay.
a d6 for each 10 feet.
all right. My final question for things I have not used yet. Actually, hell, I'm not asking questions. We're just going to do this
No
the fun
questions,
way.
just 5. I also realized Bigby's hand is too small.
Yeah. Okay, let me wait till that loads on my end before I say
Oh my.
A large hand.
is a large hand.
You know what they say about spellcasters with big hands?
Big
They
They
spells.
have-
got big
You've
scrolls.
got big arcane
Scroll?
focuses.
Big gloves.
High
All right.
high spell save.
Got big wands.
All right.
Big staff. All right. Yeah, Sulveran's just gonna. This one, the Hellhound was bloodied, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Sulveran is going to moonbeam that shit. That right there.
So, Con. It's going to take 9
Doesn't
points
that drop
of
your
damage.
spirit guardians because it's concentration?
That is true.
Oh, I thought this one wasn't concentration. I was looking at it wrong. Can I retro, like...
I'll let you change it if you want.
Yeah. That was actually initially why I asked if I had done or if Spirit Guardians got canceled, because this was my backup plan, and then I just forgot. This is what I get for not writing down my backup plans.
Mhm.
You've always got spiritual weapon.
Hmm?
Always got spiritual weapon, I suppose.
Yeah, no, that was my initial rollout if I didn't have if I wasn't gonna do that. So let me double check distance on that one, if I ever gotten close enough. Yeah, my whole tokening thing is a little bit slow, but yeah, I can do spiritual weapon on it.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
I'm trying. It's just taking a moment. Sorry.
That misses.
Hmm.
I'm gonna reload.
No, you don't have bless. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I do not have bless.
Yeah, that just barely misses this hellhound.
Oh
Damn.
dear.
So, kill that fucking scribe.
I might as well cast a cantrip while I'm still up then. So he will toll the dead on the same hellhound.
Boom.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. If it ever loads. Come on.
Okay, roll. Yeah, that fails.
Nice.
See what the damage is.
Trying. I'm clicking it. Not seeing anything.
That's good. It's probably just being slow. There it
Yeah,
is.
there goes. All of them.
5 points of damage. Oh, roll.
If
It'd be
uninjured.
2d12. So go ahead and roll 2d12.
Okay. And I actually clicked straight to the D12, so I don't know why it's not doing that. Because I didn't click the main one, I just clicked the D12 buttons, but let's see.
Might just be taking a long time.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Not quite enough to bring it down, but the being hit by it's an alpenstock, right?
Yes.
Hit by this spectral floating alpenstock.
Oh,
Oh well, the one that hit was the Toll the Dead, so that's the bird. But it's
okay.
it's all
What?
it's all birds. It's all birds all
Makes
the way down.
Same sound.
Yeah.
Arndrew, why the fuck
everything
was
tweets.
your sound for the hellhound getting hit? Like, I could hear in the arms of in the background when you did that.
All right. Bird's gonna do his thing.
Sorry, I had to switch off the camera for a second.
And he will cast Guiding Bolt.
Squeeze me.
What's he aiming it at?
He's gonna go for one of the Maragons.
Okay.
Jack, you terrify me.
Yeah, it's 20 points. Just barely not breaking this thing down.
Aren't they susceptible to radiant or vulnerable to radiant?
None of these creatures are vulnerable to radiant.
Ah, curse you, you wily trickster GM.
Andrew made that mistake once.
There are demons that are vulnerable to radiant.
Or was it a temptation?
It's just not these ones. These ones are too powerful
Andrew
for that.
adds demons that are weak to radiant because there's not that many in 5e.
Right. It says, that one's almost dead. And then the scribe's gonna go.
Which one is he referring to?
He points at this one.
Medea and I are just tag teaming this poor spellcasty mofo.
Yeah.
Oui.
As it, gets its turn.
Yeah.
Slays down and cries.
I should take Mage Slayer next level just to fuck this thing up.
Honestly, you with Mage Slayer is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, just run up to
Retroactively.
And I gotta figure out what feat I'm taking next level, so. If I live.
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say.
going to use its bonus action to move Bigby's hand over to Lydia.
Mhm.
Okay. It's just gonna try to punch you. Yeah. Yeah. Punch. Missing. Right. The hand floats over, forms a fist, but you with your shield kind of bring it up, block it. It misses on you. So that's its bonus action. For its full action, it is going to use its tail attack against Alveron. Disadvantage.
Nice.
Good disadvantage there for you. And
Seriously?
It's going to use its claw attack against Medea. Nope, wrong one. Advantage anymore. That its poison is really nasty as well.
This thing is just fucking terrified though. Yeah, it just got its shit whacked in.
Oh, come on. Andrew, are you
Yeah,
sure it doesn't
it's
want to
gonna
take a
die.
movement anywhere? You sure it doesn't want to move somewhere?
Where's it going to move? Tell me
Maybe
where
it
it's going
wants
to
to
move.
run away. Maybe it wants to run
Move
away
down
somewhere,
straight
Andrew.
back to hell.
The
Ah, shit. Charlie's dead.
other Maragon is going to...
I have no source.
On the wrong thing.
Didn't
Try to
take long.
halberd Umiel 3 times as well.
Charlie, you're like my uncle in a Facebook argument.
Hitting,
Wow, what a phrase.
missing.
That's a good one. I
Thank you.
approve.
Missing. Okay. Doing 11 points of damage to Umiel. With the disadvantage, these things are struggling to make their blows land. The Hellhound to take its fire breath. Here, where I want to position it best. Yeah, it's gonna get Uba
Knowing exactly what
Uba and
layout.
Sulveran.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws.
I will do so as soon as I
That
can
was a
see
really,
things.
really bad 8d6 roll.
Yeah.
Awful. I rolled 4 1s there.
Yay.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm very
Right.
happy about that.
Sulveran, you take 19 points of fire damage. Uba, you take 9.
9.
That is unpleasant.
Right.
Do-do-do.
Breath weapon attack. Yep, that's its throw. Will, back up to the top.
Alright. I will, with my action, cast Crippling Indecision on a 40-foot cube that hits everything. Like all of them.
Okay.
Let me click it. I don't want to place a template. I like that it rolls a dice
Yeah,
for
I
that.
don't know why I did that.
AC 17. Stupid,
Hellhound
not slow
succeeds.
hellhounds.
Can you
Marathons
cutting words a
fail.
creature run your own spell?
I don't think so.
I definitely could use my reaction.
Yeah. Oh, that's the
Helcarthak's
big one, though.
fails. That's
I
big.
don't necessarily want to use my cutting action. My reaction.
So, the Scribe Devil and the Greater Hellhound succeeds. They're still moving normally. The three creatures around Umiel all kind of begin to slow, their heads shake. Helcarthak is going to use a legendary resistance. What's the name of that?
Yeah.
Legendary resistance to pass the save because he does not want to be slow. You see him like as this indecision waves over him. He kind of like scrunches his face up and break that from himself. It's still your turn, though, Will.
Bonus action, I give Medea Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
I feel like, stop hitting the little thing. Start hitting the big thing.
The little thing can cast spells.
Also, we can't hurt the big thing until we hurt all the little things. Right?
There has not been evidence yet of that.
Umiel,
The big thing's just going to use the little things to soak its blows, so they're going to get hit anyway.
Umiel
Yeah.
listening to the big thing, or listening to the big thing. Listening to will continue to
I'm
attack
happy with Will's nickname being the
Helcarthak.
big thing. That's fine.
Listening to the big thing.
Will the big thing, Captain?
No.
Whipping. No. It is absolutely missing. He gets 2 attacks, though.
Something about that no when it's on your side is
good.
really demeaning.
I
Yeah.
think it's haste, too, as well, right?
So this would hit, but the nearly dead Maringon is going to do the ability Loyal Bodyguard. So he's standing within 5 feet of the attack. It's just going to step into Umiel's greatsword as his head goes flying off. That's when it dies.
Excellent.
Man, that is a loyal bodyguard.
Haste
Kind of
attack as
benefit.
well, right?
I'm sorry?
Haste attack as well, right?
Oh, that's right, yeah. He will do one more. Okay. The other one will interpose himself.
Is he within 5 feet of the
That's right. Technically, he can't, based off the wording of it. Never mind. So, I think it should probably say within 5 feet of a creature who's hitting another creature, but that's okay. Helcarthak is then going to go. He's going to try to whip Alveron out the gate. Oh,
Ooh.
and Emil is going to take some d6s. Let me do that.
I'm within range of the whip.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
I think Ort's in range of the whip.
He just goes and whips Syl into the battle.
Yeah, it's got 15 feet. But plagued by this disadvantage, whip goes wide. The flames just singeing the area around you, but not managing to wrap around your person. It's then going to do 1 attack against Medea and 1 attack against Umiel. Missing Medea.
Yeah.
Hitting Umiel.
Ugh, Jesus.
Damn. Damn, though, that roll.
Umiel is not looking good, and before I forget, Umiel actually needs to take another 2d6 because he started his turn next to the creature. Umiel has 3 HP.
What's the 2d6 area effect?
So I'll click on it for you. It's the creature's singeing aura. Each creature within 5 at the start of it should be at the start of his turn. So Medea, you will also take 7.
Okay.
Each creature within 5 feet of it takes 2d6 fire damage.
Gotcha.
A creature that touches or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it also takes 2d6 points of damage.
Shit. Okay.
check. He could move. He won't. I should also remember he should have advantage on saving throws, but that's okay. I use the thing anyways. Uba, it's your turn next.
Okay, so I think that even though Uba has Hunter Mark on the scribe, they're going to attack the Hellhound because it's kind of in their face. So Uba is going to move here and use their knife attack or their dagger attack twice. Ooh.
It dies. It dies from the first hit. Because you're
So
also
that's
going to
the
get
case.
Hunter's Mark. Roll Hunter's Mark just in case, but I think there's no way you don't roll high enough.
Hunter's Mark is
Lots
on
of play.
the scribe.
Doubles, yeah.
Okay. Roll
Um,
Colossus Slayer.
Oh,
'cause that,
okay, sure.
That's 2d8. That will probably kill it.
2d8s
It has-
and also
It has
it's a
more than
fiend.
10 HP, but not that much more.
It's a fiend,
What a
so it would get
fucking
plus
All day.
6 damage,
Yeah.
3 per hit.
Okay.
But yeah, is it dead
Okay,
now?
yeah, it's super good. It dies.
Okay.
How low did Uba need to roll?
Like with the +6, like double ones, I think. You have to do the math.
So
It
I
was
think,
pretty wounded already from.
Kojin's gonna
Yeah.
kind of toddle up behind Uba, and I think that'll be
Auto.
both of our turns.
Coding.
Also, I'd like, for flavor, I would like to imagine basically an iguana, but bright red. That's Kojin.
Yeah. All right. That's your turn. Alveron, back to you.
All right. So I've used up my Misty Step ability, but that's
Right.
fine. What I am going to do, however, is I will place my attack down. Ooh, I actually need to check the exact wording and make sure I have that right. If I make a melee attack, great. That's why I don't need to necessarily hit. I'm going to make my attack against the scribe, and then I'm going to use my movement around the throne and wind up on back of this little bitch over here. So I will make my attack, and I do have sneak attack on this, but let's see, Rapier. Let's see what you can do. Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick.
You don't have to hit the creature for that thing to.
No, I don't.
Also, you have bless.
Mm,
It already
It's
added
factored
bless.
in.
it is?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
where's
turned it
bless
on.
factored? Wait, where is?
I
oh,
gave
you can see
everybody
it.
with bless a temporary bless effect, so that it
I
would roll
see
the
it.
d4s.
Okay.
For
Good
Gotcha.
lord.
this reason, but there's nothing saving you from a 2, unfortunately.
No, there's really not. I'm so mad. I'm
Nothing
so
saving you
mad.
from being shown in combat.
I swear to fucking
Being
God.
Sean is a condition.
Just
It's
ask my
terminal.
parents. No. So just maybe Medea is the only one who really sees this.
You do have
but
your
there's this-
inspiration die if you would like.
You do.
I feel like the inspiration die is going to be a little bit important later on.
Okay.
Andrew,
But-
did I get inspiration for doing all the art? Because Will seeing Alveron's continued failure. I'll use mine.
If you're gonna use it on somebody else, sure, why not?
Yeah, Will shouts out to Alveron. Just have to aim a little lower, Alveron.
Punches into fucking one.
What you hear?
Go
what
ahead
you
and
see
re-roll.
Is Alveron had it and fucking whiffs out when you aim lower, looking over at you, just kind of what? And just
Swipes back.
swipes down across. Let's see if this actually works. If I roll a 1, I'm invading
Yeah,
Poland.
that hits.
Oh, thank God.
Jesus.
And sneak attack.
Yes, you do get sneak
Yes,
attack.
there is sneak attack attached to that. Mother bitch.
You have a pretty good to hit bonus too. It's just like
I know.
you swing your sword back around, lopping the scribe devil's arm off. Like holds the stump as it goes to its knees and then Slides forward. Red ichor spilling out of its stump.
Is it dead?
Oh yeah, it's super dead.
Okay.
Alveron, in just a moment of like
It had 5 HP.
full, just what the fuck, Richard is just having this moment, and he just looks at Will and just lower
Bigby's
works.
hand vanishes at that point.
Will gives you like a relatively
And then
it's not condescending, but it is one of those claps that's like, yes, good job, child. I'll put your painting on the fridge. You stabbed
first
the
of
thing
all,
by
if
accident.
Alveron gave you any art, it would be a macaroni board, not paintings.
Thinking you were gonna say it would be stolen.
Yeah.
There might also be that. Hey, first of all, that's harmful pirate stereotypes, and I'd like to avoid that in this conversation. No,
We don't want to
yeah,
damage
no,
the
no.
pirate community's image.
And then I am going to use my bonus action to put Hex on this bad bitch right here.
I've been using it every time.
I really like Medea's character art with the mask because it's just like constantly I'm imagining now Medea swanning about Phantom of the Operaing it
Just half
during battle.
holding it up like this. Ooh.
They're gonna fucking gallop over the corpse of this Maragon, and they're going to look to our angel friend and say, I know you intend to die, but there's still work to be done. And I will use my action to dump 35 points of lay on hands onto it.
Ooh!
It's still bloodied, but not as bad. The singe
could be
marks
worse.
its blows from the halberd, the strike from Helcarthak begin to knit heal, and then he kind of stands taller again.
And then Medea is going to use their bonus action to Misty Step over there.
Over there.
Over there.
Over there. Okay.
And that's my
kind
turn.
of
Medea's turn. Still fair. Umia will say to you, Medea, thank you. I don't plan to die if we can.
And then it's just a mossy like smoke of Medea that Umil's talking to.
I kind of like to imagine they
nice.
disappear and
Thanks,
like,
man.
where
I
they,
just said something and you were just gone. Come on.
if it matters too, Medea like visibly drops their spear and is pulling out a javelin for their object interaction.
Okay, that's fine.
Also, I feel like the Misty Step is just like they sort of like plink out, and then where they're appearing, like a pile of like moss and twigs appears on the ground as they rise up out of it.
I think technically you can't miss these up with
Ooh.
the
You
static,
can.
but I'll allow it.
Find Steed duplicates spells
Oh,
you
it does
cast
that?
on yourself
Okay,
on the
cool.
Steed.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sulveran.
Yeah.
All right. So the little Morrigan is hexed, and has it been hit at all?
Just by the burst of radiance from Umil. That's
Okay.
it.
All right. And I know Umil is still bloodied. Alveron, did you take any damage?
Me, no. I am unhit so far.
Okay. Medea?
Thank fucking God.
Medea is unharmed. Oh wait, no, I've taken some damage.
All right. This is one of those. I think in terms of utility.
Still got the spiritual weapon too, if it matters.
Yeah, it's just not showing up. Spiritual weapon is going to ping over and bonus action hit this guy. Maybe it's gonna ping this guy.
We'll find out if it's gonna ping this guy.
Find out next week on Charlie's Foundry.
I'm just gonna roll that manually because
Weird how it's so much slower for you than anybody else.
it's slower to load too. Like it's really bad. Really, really
You
bad.
have hardware acceleration on, right?
Yeah, I do.
That's a damage, or is it to hit?
That's what I didn't. That's my damage because I'm a moron.
Okay. That's right.
I'd like to cutting word Charlie's insult.
I mean, 13's pretty good. I was like, oh, maybe that is the to hit.
And there's the D4 too, right?
I mean, that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Because it also should have a plus whatever.
Yeah. I was just gonna see if it was worth adding verbally. All right, so that hits for 13.
Right. No, it's not kind of into the back of the creature.
And I think Sulveran is just going to is the other guy doesn't look pretty much damaged at all, right?
Oh,
Like,
no, not really.
It's pretty flawless.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
Yeah. He is going to go ahead and toll the guy dead on the guy that he hit, and we will see how that goes.
Told the guy.
Pull the guy. I love
Hey,
that.
I know a guy. We're gonna fucking toll him. What do you want?
I'm
Hey.
looking here.
Oh.
I am glad that was recognizable as New York,
Pretty good.
because to my friends who live in New York, what I
That's
just did was
wisdom.
a hate crime.
That's wisdom.
The Carthak's just like, are you from Queens? Oh.
Alright, who is this against? I was distracted by the bat. Shit.
This is against the Maragons.
Okay.
He's up next in the turn order, and Will goes before
This is a
Helcarthak.
wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's 15 damage.
I would just like to say, because I can't tell from the picture, but it looks like the Maragon's like wisdom save photo right there. It looks like it's holding a tiny umbrella. Is that what it's doing?
No, it's a halberd.
It looks like a tiny parasol, like a little parasol.
I could see that
Great.
from this tiny little image in the corner, but no, it is
I love the
definitely a
different
halberd.
icons.
It does look like a parasol. I see what you say to me now. That is beautiful. Oh, that's
I
glorious.
also can imagine the Maragons making baby noises because of the Portugal.
Oh no, they
Oh,
do
yeah.
look like babies, yeah. Baby
Yeah.
face.
Oh god.
So yeah, baby's eyes getting, plucked out by Toll the Dead Bird.
Okay, this one also dies.
Ah, shit, this thing's on its own now. Now Andrew doesn't have to be nice.
I know, right?
Yeah. And then for his movement, I guess they're all down. Yeah, Sulveran's going to look around at them mostly dead, and he is going to step up to put his spirit guardians within range of the big guy slowing him down for any movements that he would have. I just need the token moved or the range thing moved. I can't move his aura.
Okay, sorry.
I can move him. There we go.
You need to be a little bit farther.
Okay, I can see. Is he dropping?
Yep.
I think he dropped. I don't know if he dropped.
Oh, Andrew, also just so you know, I would have transferred my hex over to BBEG once
Okay.
baby died.
Oh, he puts baby in a corner.
Well, it's been a fun ride.
Are we doing Footloose now? Is that how far we've fallen? We're doing Footloose?
I mean, yeah, we are. That's what
That's
we're doing.
To be fair, that's a step up for some of you. So
Wow!
Right. Ort's gonna run in. 25. And cast spiritual weapon.
Goddamn suicidal kobolds. No offense.
I thought that was going to be a crit for a second. And attack with his magic longsword.
He gets the 2d6 damage as well, right?
Okay.
You're saying he takes the 2d6, Sarah?
Yeah,
From the fire,
He,
yeah.
he will from his hit, not from the spiritual weapon.
Okay. Or just sucks at hitting things with a long sword.
It's also only when you hit, so he missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
It requires contact. The spiritual weapon does hit just barely. That does 6 points of damage. His longsword, however, goes wide, just missing. Ah!
You should give someone else that
Dang it.
longsword.
Yeah, well, that's his.
Yeah.
Will.
Oh, I think
But he's not
Will,
using it right.
Will, watching everybody rush up onto this podium with what is essentially an explosive balloon of fire, yells out, you all remember that this thing explodes when it dies, right? And then I will cast, Will, after giving the direction, is muttering to herself about not thinking about resistance, so I guess I'll just cast a 4th level magic missile.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Sulveran just
it's
gives her
gotta
gives her a
die
bang
first.
Hung up. Yeah.
It doesn't
yeah.
look dead.
It's a 20. Provided this is right, which it isn't, it's 23 points of damage. As Will's like spell cloth just slips out of her sleeve like a snake charmer, and it just like creates this 6 pattern of orbs of light, and they look kind of like Alveron would recognize them as like torchlights from ships in the distance, or lamplights. And then they just slam into this creature.
Nice.
And then I probably will take even a step back from this 55 feet away that I am. Because I don't want to get exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, and at all times, as soon as this thing blows up, I'm going to cast Expanded Healing Word. Just so you know. It's my immediate plan at any time. In this fight.
Umiel, rising up from after having been healed greatly by Medea, is going to unleash his 3 longsword attacks on Helcarthak. Half these dice aren't even doing anything because of fire resistance or immunity.
Wow.
Most of the dice aren't doing anything because they miss.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah.
really upsetting.
So 2 misses. So the 1 hit. So he does 6 points of damage. Good job, Umiel.
Nice.
So what we did was we took a damage soak.
Hey, he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's done a
Yeah,
lot.
he's done way. He's
He
I am
killed
not
the
a-
whole
Not more than
Narangor.
I've never ever done in a battle.
He does
He's
take
taken like 100
He
damage.
takes more damage than he deals, unfortunately, in this particular
Okay.
instance.
That's fine. Like that averages out over a party taking.
Okay.
Damage.
Oh yeah, exactly. But I'm just being a
Helcarthak
shit. He's done
is
more damage
going
than I've
to whip at Sulveran. His
At the start
opening.
of its turn, Spirit Guardians, right?
Yes,
Yep.
that's true. That's a wisdom save.
Yep.
Start of its turn, some people take.
Some people will
2d6,
also
right?
take 2d6, yeah.
The angel and
I think that's a success, but it's still half damage, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll
So
that.
let's see if I am. Just hoping for the best.
Okay, so it's going to take
That's
9. Umiel and Ort are going to take 10. As one of the spectral Gathite like kind of pound down on him with the force of the storm. All right. Okay. Then he's going to whip at Sulveran.
nice.
Missing you. Yeah, you got big armor. Take a swipe at Umiel.
Sulveran's just staring at him, not moving the whole time.
The whip just like moves in front of Sulveran's
Barely
eyes. It lights up the passion in Sulveran.
Barely missing Umiel.
This
And then-
disadvantage is insane.
It's been doing
Sulveran's
A lot of
Spirit
work for you
Guardians
guys.
glow softly.
and then once against the board. Missing. On initiative count 20, the lair action is going to go off. Looking around at all of its dead companions and seeing the room still crowded with enemies, it's going to stand up, get up and fight, you lazy scum. As it does so, the room kind of dims a bit all of these strange purplish lights wink out, and we're going to go to normal.
Oh shit.
I'll get the map in just a second. I'm not doing a bunch of stuff. Each of the enemies comes back, not at full, but they do come all back up at half
How
their
close?
HP.
Oh shit.
All right.
That's not
So
good.
since they're starting their new turns, the one at least that popped up within Spirit Guardians going to take, or is it like because it's entering the space?
No, because it was already in the space.
So
They'll
you
still
just-
take it at this. It'll take it at the start of its turn, but I will rule this like being forced movement in that for that specifically. But that is a good question.
Are they still inflicted with slow?
Sure. I'm gonna say yes. I think technically no.
It just means I have to keep concentrating on it.
God, this thing just healed the equivalent of like.
Well,
100
actually, that's a good
HP.
question. I think you would
I
have
would assume
dropped it
didn't.
because
Yeah, because it wasn't affecting anyone.
it wasn't
anymore.
affecting anybody.
Sure.
I was expecting the statues to animate.
You thought
Yeah.
I fooled you.
It's fake out.
Misdirection.
Do they act this turn or do they have to wait till next turn?
No. They will. Sorry, I shouldn't have deleted them. I guess I'll re-roll their initiatives.
Andrew, just so you know, just kind of the way this would have
It's
worked
actually-
then, since
it's
they were
actually-
brought back before my turn,
Wow.
my hex.
Crit twice, which is actually not good here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just
They-
Andrew, just so
they-
you know,
Yeah,
my hex
yeah.
hasn't had time to move yet because it has to be a bonus action on my turn to move it.
Oh, okay. Oops.
So my hex is still on this guy, just to let you know.
I really want this Maragon to start out its turn and just instantly die. Like I really.
I just wanna catapult as much damage into this imp that's back up and immediately make it go back to bed.
I can only imagine Media's rage at like, yeah, I killed that son of a bitch. Fuck do you want? Starts to stand back up, motherfucker.
You wanna do this again?
Come
How many
on.
times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Helcarthak's gonna keep bringing them up and then we're just gonna keep kicking them down.
That does seem like an efficient way to use the rest of eternity. We just are locked in this combat.
Right.
It's a
Oh.
comedic way to do it, really.
I'm going to teleport away if that is how this fight's going. It's going to go grab Keller. I'm going to leave.
Like,
I'm going to move on with my
we're
life.
leaving. We're leaving. We're gonna have to-
They're
Okay.
clearly all
Will
hypnotized.
fondly remembers the
Um,
time
it
she
is
tried to become
Uba's
an
turn.
adventurer.
I'm going to change the map in a second, but
Okay.
it's just gonna take me a
So Uba's gonna move their hunter's mark to the Hellhound. And then they're gonna attack with the Emerald Dagger twice. Yeah. Oh, that actually wasn't too bad. Okay.
I think when this all goes off, Sulveran just sighs.
And then I'm assuming only the first one hits. Uba's gonna yell, "Help me!" to Kojin, and Kojin's gonna give a 1d6 thunder bonus.
But it is technically injured for Colossus Slayer, right?
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
still
okay.
injured.
So let me do the two, the Hunter's Mark and the Colossus damage. And then whatever
Nice.
all this is, plus 6 for being a fiend.
Fuck demons.
Kojin's just happy to participate in not being yelled at for fighting.
Yeah, this might take a second to update on your guys' end.
Oh boy.
It's unnerving.
Are you just changing the lighting or?
Right?
Yeah, there's a lighting difference one for this
The
map.
whole map is different. looking, but it is mainly a factor of lighting. Um,
That's like when my boss
Oh,
says
shit.
the pay
Oh, wow.
structure is still the same, but whoa!
Whoa.
Wow.
So okay,
You changed the fucking
Neat.
vibe, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like it had to expend some of its own power to do this, I suppose?
yeah. I mean, this was not something that it could just keep doing. As much as funny as that would be,
It couldn't maintain the mood lighting.
no.
Had to put away its its little Phillips Hues.
Yeah, this is what the
Is the
room is
fucking
supposed to
light
look
just-
like. It wasn't
Yeah,
originally
I'm upset.
demonic.
Does the light just pump through the window all at once?
Yeah, it's like suddenly you're in, a normal room again. You could see still beforehand because like it was lit, quote unquote, but it was like an oppressive, demonic lighting. This is like actual natural sunlight, which
Charlie, all of a sudden we
Filters
realize
in.
that we no longer hear Careless Whisper playing in the background.
No, all of a sudden I'm really fucking glad I didn't do Twilight Step and then be hanging out anywhere in the air.
Yeah.
All right, so it's
Yeah.
Kuba and Kojin. Alveron, back to you. The Maragon now, which had fallen previously, rises back up, clutching its halberd.
Yeah, that's gonna be a major fuck you from me, dog. Yeah, just gonna go for that. I don't think. Ooh, actually, I need to check my features. I have steady aim. I can give myself advantage on my next attack roll, only if I haven't moved yet, and my speed is 0 until the end of the current turn. I think it's worth it. I am going to give up my movement under steady aim in order to give myself advantage because I want this shit to stick.
Mhm.
And I am going to make my attack roll against him with advantage.
Yep.
I am so glad I did
That
that.
does hit.
You get sneak attack, which is nice.
And
Okay.
will not consume a spell slot.
Ugh.
Wow, fuck you
Lay
anyway.
down, puppy.
Okay.
Or Maragon.
You stab it and it kind of clutches at like the wound as you withdraw a rapier, but still like leans onto its halberd, getting ready to strike you. It
Okay.
is not quite dead from that.
Okay, gotcha. And that spent my bonus
Very
action
close.
just to be totally above board.
And you can't move, so it is then back to Medea's turn. Medea, you see all of these creatures rise again
So
as
this
the room
is...
suddenly erupts in light.
I'm going to be using Javelins of Lightning, but for your benefit, these are significantly less complicated than before times I've used them. It's just if it hits, these do extra damage now.
Okay.
Against Spellcaster Imp at
This
first.
Spellcaster. That does hit, so it'll make a dex save.
No, it doesn't make a dex save if I'm directly aiming for it.
Oh, okay. So it just takes the
Lightning damage, yep. So it's going to take... And then
just
the extra 7...
first one, right? Not both.
What do you say? No, yeah, just the first one. So it's 5 plus the first 15.
Plus 50, so 20. Got it.
And then the 7 from Radiant Soul. And I'm going to drop another one.
Medea's action economy actually scares me.
Yeah.
This is all of Sarah's characters.
And then Medea's going to write up to
Is
this
Radiant
thing.
Soul, that's like once per
Yeah,
turn,
once per
right?
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's an extra 7 once this turn.
Nice.
Five. Okay, the scribe goes down again.
Yeah, Medea just runs past it and stays. No, I think they're gonna write up just to like see if they can bait any attacks out of Helcarthak onto them.
Sulveran, is then your turn.
All right. Where did that Hellhound end up in the turn order? Man, that Hellhound really did not.
It's real bad both times, yeah.
It
You rolled a
It's not
1 and then a 2, I think. Or maybe a...
Alright, well, Sulveran is going to sidle this way. This might take away Spirit Guardians when he gets hit, but we'll hope for the best. Pull his aura with him. Trying to encompass them all. I've not dropped where I want to be. I want to be up with the critter. Trying to
with the
drag him.
Maragon.
There we go. Yeah, so that I can collect them all. In my aura of Spiritual Guardian, beady Gathite, snowmen. And this one, Maragon soaked a lot of damage,
It
right?
misses you.
From Alveron.
It did take quite a bit from Alveron, yeah.
Okay. I think that just prepping Spirit Guardians is enough aggression. Well, no, I'm gonna do my healing word on myself for once. I am.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a moment. I am happily healing wording myself.
That poor spellcaster.
Cure wounds is what I mean.
Well, okay,
but-
I was gonna say, do you not have cure
Yeah.
wounds? That doesn't make sense.
No, I'm just.
Some people don't prepare cure wounds in a fight. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Trying to roll it as a 2-second level, so we'll see if it pops up. It's not giving me the pop-up screen for what level I want to do. There we go. All right, so I feel 13 hit points better.
All right, 13.
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
I still have my bonus action, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
okay. I don't think.
I always do spiritual
Spiritual
weapon
weapon.
first, so I forgot that you hadn't done it yet.
Yeah. So bonus action is spiritual weaponing, bam, on him.
So when you're done, okay, go ahead and make the attack
Yeah.
roll.
Sorry. I'm just rolling a flat d20 again because it seems to work from there, but not from the character sheet.
So this
That
will be
seems to
plus
be the
8.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's an 8.
The one standing next to it is going to take this hit.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll damage as normal though.
All right.
What a clever use of its only reaction.
There's a clever use of
Mhm.
its only reaction.
9, okay, so it takes 9, but shielding the other one from death.
Smart of it.
Now it's dead. The Hellhound is going to make a wisdom saving
Makes a
throw.
DC 16 save. Yeah,
Succeeds.
of course it does. Yeah, of course it does.
Take half.
Yep.
Not bad though. Still.
Yeah.
Any little.
So that's 8. Very wounded. Okay. Greyhound is going to. Wait,
Ooh.
Oh shit. Who's it aiming for?
Everyone.
It's going to go after. No, it's not. The cone isn't quite big enough to hit. Actually, it can get Umiel in this as well. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to hit Orc, Medea, and Umiel. The Narangor does not care. Neither do the Maragons.
Are they both resistant to fire damage?
Yeah.
Every creature in this battle, except for the players, is immune to fire damage.
Nice.
It's a pretty good save.
So, Medea, you're
Orc
taking
gets the
15.
+3.
Okay. I'll just factor that in our head. So he succeeds. So he's going to take 15. Ort didn't get aid, right? I'm not misremembering.
No, Orc did not.
Excellent. All right. And then the Greater Hellhound is going to turn back to get ready to get hit by Uba.
Umiel gets advantage from haste as well on the deck save.
Yep. Probably. Also got blessed. Yeah, he's fine. Although he's looking not great, as he takes 15 as well.
Lay on hands. is
Magoof.
Very nice.
All right. Will, back at the top again. So all the creatures, Helcarthak has not gone to bloodied yet, but all of the other creatures are they came back up at bloodied, so they're all pretty wounded. If that factors into your decision.
And Medea murked that fucking scribe devil.
Umiel's very wounded. Ort's taking some damage. Medea's taking some damage. Fine. Uba's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
I'm just stinging a little bit.
Discordant Dysrhythmia on.
I do love that spell.
I do. I was thinking if I cast it on the Hellhound, everybody gets an attack of opportunity as it just rushes past.
It would be
It's
hilarious.
true.
But I don't think it's that good. I'm gonna cast it on the big guy.
Okay.
At
Jack,
first.
what are you casting?
15.
Discordant Dysrhythmia. It makes the thing unbalanced, basically, and then it tries to run away. And it's a wisdom save.
It succeeds.
Oh,
Irritating.
Uh,
I will.
wait, it doesn't have.
Wait,
it's full, right?
It has disadvantage, not advantage. I thought.
No, it has advantage. I forgot to do it for the other one, but I still
Oh, okay.
kept the failure.
I will.
It has magic resistance, actually.
Got it.
Bud Inspiration. For. What's the range on Bardic Inspiration? This might become a problem.
60 feet, maybe?
60 feet.
Not that big.
I'm not moving that close.
60
Sorry,
feet.
Alveron. Uber. Have a Bardic Inspiration.
You can have it be 75 for your thing. I'll allow it.
That's alright. Uber. Have a Bardic Inspiration.
There you go, Uba. All right.
Oh, this angel's definitely getting its shit beat out.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
The one that Alveron has hexed, the Maragon that Alveron has hexed, is going to unload
Make a
on
DC
you.
16 saving throw.
Yes, that's true.
Put myself
Wait.
right in the middle, and I don't like being there.
Oh, Andrew, does it have reach? Is that
No.
why it can?
No, it's the one next to you that's going.
Wait,
Oh.
but who is it attacking?
Attacking you.
Oh, it's attacking me. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, but it's afraid. Doesn't it have disadvantage? I mean,
No,
it doesn't really matter,
It's
but
hexed. It's not afraid.
Yeah.
oh, why does it have?
That's just the icon I'm using because there's not really a one that's perfect for hex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
If you're looking
Not
at the thing, I think it is labeled as being afraid. But,
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm tracking now. Okay, no worries.
Yeah, there's not a hex status on here. Seems like that's appropriate.
Gotcha.
Does
Okay.
it survive 12?
Okay, no, this one dies.
Oh.
It would start
It's not-
attacking Alveron, and it's just like.
I give up.
Dead Gathite.
Yeah.
With and
Withers
all of
away.
a sudden,
Sulveran's just like staring at Alveron from beyond this fallen Maragon.
The other one's gonna go.
Gives a short nod. The other one's
this
gonna
I
one-
love the
also.
thought, Charlie, I love the thought that I still have the eyes of the Justicar on. So, like, in the ethereal plane, I see whatever the fuck you just did, just nerf this motherfucker. And just like,
Okay,
all right,
this one's still
don't
up.
piss them off. Moving on.
Well, you can see the spirit guardians. They are just these like Gathite, like this. It's like a
Alveron-
snowstorm of the Gathite just moving around.
Nice.
Alveron chooses to think that it's
An
an
ethereal
ethereal plane.
Nobody else can see this.
It's like, oh wow.
I'm so special, guys.
Yes. Maybe
You guys
while
would-
Alveron's noticing
Stay
all that,
against
he
Umiel.
notices that Sulveran is the shortest amongst these.
I
Towering
swear to God,
Gathite
my
critter.
next character is being the most arcane proficient motherfucker because
And again,
I've leaned into this and I enjoy it, but goddamn.
Yeah.
Very decent to fit there.
It gets the third one as well, right?
He'll do the last one on Umiel. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to try to go for Sulveran again. The one that hits.
Ah!
Umiel goes
They'll tell you
down.
words.
Alright.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, no, I thought he had a higher.
Aw.
No. He with haste he's got an 18, but it's still
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you cutting?
I also
words
thought
in
you
it?
were
Okay, so
attacking
that-
me still.
Yeah.
misses then. We still have.
I just shout, Umiel, step back from the third halberd one. He starts to get distracted. Stupid angel.
Umiel will drive his greatsword into the Maragon, hopefully.
Nice.
Be gone. Oh, yeah. Now he rolls good damage. And then making 2 attacks against Helcarthak.
Man, that's so many dice. It's very confusing.
Hit and then
Yeah, but
miss.
the fire ones don't count for
Yeah,
anything.
they
I
don't
know.
matter.
I know they don't, but visually it's confusing.
He does 12 points of damage.
Wait.
And then
Oh, the 17 doesn't hit.
takes 9. No, the 17 does not hit. Probably shouldn't have done that now that I'm thinking about it. He then goes down from the fire down.
Does he die instantly?
No, he's unconscious, quote unquote. He will not
Okay.
make death saving throws. If you guys do not bring him back up in 3 turns, he will die.
Andrew, this is just important because I want to make sure I'm understanding the rules right.
Yes.
If he's still within 5 feet of Helcarthak, does he still take damage even when he's down?
Yes. And you all will as well if you go unconscious staying next to him.
Good
Okay.
to know. Very good question.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, sorry,
Before,
for death saving throws, how does that
It's one
work?
failed death save
you
throw.
get
Yeah.
It's
to
not.
fail.
So he's not attacking, so there's no crit. Normally, if you're down and somebody attacks you, it's considered an auto crit, so you take 2.
Yeah.
But this is just damage, so it's just 1 failed death saving throw. So really, he's only got 2 turns at best.
Can
Shit.
If
As
Helcarthak
it's
doesn't
about-
just kill him.
as it's about to be Helcarthak's turn, should we take a 10-minute break? Since it's
Sure.
Around
That seems
time.
like the best possible time. We're gonna take a quick break. Be back here in 10 minutes to see what happens.
Bum bum.
I have to find the break screen. Here it is. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hop back into the session with a load of attacks from Helcarthak. Seeing all his allies now dead, realsies. Looks at everybody. Wastes. Do it myself. As you can see, there's like a flame that's kind of been within him. It now turns from this sort of normal red flame color to an almost white hot aura. You'll find out what that means as he attacks.
Yeah, Sulveran's just staring at him. He does not think.
Oh, the
Wow.
2d6 damage to me
Yeah.
and yeah.
And
So
it needs to.
3d6 now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, shit.
And I don't know why I rolled a wisdom save, but it's because I hit the wrong button. Yeah,
Umiel has
that's
one
true.
failed death saving throw. Is going to whip at
It still needs to take its DC or its
I'm
wisdom
sorry.
save.
It has advantage as well. since you
Yeah,
just
well, it
don't-
didn't need it.
It's- You're right.
It's succeeded.
It does have
All right,
advantage,
so
though.
it's half damage. Hey, I'm rolling real consistent with this.
Move out of my way, die.
8 damage ain't bad.
I mean, with how much damage Sulveran does in, face to face during his turn, I'll take any bit of damage he can get outside of it.
Okay. He's going to whip at Sulveran. Yeah, whip at Sulveran.
Wait. Oh, I need to make a concentration save for Shield of Faith. Forgetting to make those. Okay, I maintain concentration.
I'll just figure out what saves I need to make before I start making saves. All the saves.
Okay. So this will be the whip attack against Sulveran first. Ooh,
No.
Still just barely missing you. Okay.
Nice.
Fortunate.
Nice.
The whip practical. It's then going to attempt to hit Medea. Barely missing you.
Missing.
Those are 2 attacks against Medea. Doesn't care about Orc that much.
Hitting.
Oh, God.
So you take 21
Thank
points
God
of
we avoided
damage.
that crit.
25? You mean 21?
That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say, anyways. You're
Okay.
lucky.
He is looking
You're
real
lucky he didn't
fucked
crit
up.
you, because he rolls triple
That's-
damage on crits with that sword. I will just tell you that
yeah.
for free.
Oh, if what do you call it? Will would know that's a very close hit. I suppose.
Will doesn't think cutting words will work on this thing.
Okay.
That's why I'm probably not going to cutting words one of these unless it's like to stop someone being killed.
Right. Uba, it is then your turn. All that is between you and the Narangor is this Hellhound.
Say first Shield of Faith.
You're muted, Marisa.
Still muted.
Or it's that thing that happened last session where your microphone just decided in the middle to
It
stop.
didn't want to work. No,
Nothing.
although your thing is lighting up occasionally.
Same as last session.
I'm assuming it happened during the break. I don't know if you dipped out for a second.
Yeah, I put my mic away for a second.
Okay.
That's working now.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why Discord shits itself. Okay, so let me start over. So I had Hunter's Mark on the Hellhound last turn. It just wasn't moved. So
Sorry.
let me do double
Got to do that.
dagger.
Fortunate.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration to re-roll the failed one?
The
You get
bardic
a D8.
inspiration you have is a D8. That won't save the one, but it might make the other one hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it will definitely make the second one hit. We'll just tell you
Okay,
that.
so let me just roll a D8 then.
Yeah, so
Nice.
your second dagger strike lands home.
Okay. So let me do Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer. I'm also gonna throw a third D6 on here for Kojin's thunder damage. And then
yeah.
+6 for being a fiend.
It's
So whatever all that is.
It's super dead.
Yay.
What was that? 26 34 points of damage? Yeah, it's
Okay, and I think Uba's actually gonna take a step back. Just in case it explodes.
right.
Just in case it does that thing we know it will do.
Does
Yeah.
what's Kojin doing? He's still not bloody. We'll just tell you that again.
I think Kojin is going to move. Actually, let me just see. How far? Okay. Yeah, Kojin's just gonna stay in the same spot, so we're good.
Okay. Alveron.
I have
it is
limited
your
ways
turn.
to cause damage, okay, Jack?
Hmm?
I gotta be up close. We all gotta stand here and get covered in snakes again.
Turn, you're only using melee attacks against you.
All right. Andrew,
Yes.
it's still on the throne, correct?
It's standing in front of the throne, but yes. You could get up into the chair if you wanted to.
Okay, I was going to try to check if I needed to. So I know as long as no other creature is within 5 feet of me, but also my allies are within 5 feet of the creature, I have sneak attack, so I can just clamber up here.
Yeah.
Even if I
Probably difficult terrain,
just
but
kind of
you have
move in,
tons.
hit, and move again, I will still take the proximity damage from it, correct?
If you hit
Use
it,
your
you'll
bonus
take
action
damage
to
from
disengage.
hitting it.
Okay.
There's
and
no way
that's
to
the two-
avoid that and attack
Okay.
with a rapier.
And it's not AoE damage with a deck save, so I don't have any sort of way to mitigate
No,
it,
it
correct?
just happens.
Okay, no worries. I just wanted to make sure. Do
Mhm.
you want me to make an acrobatics or athletics check for getting around back over the throne, or is it just move, hit, and move?
You can make an acrobatics check, and if you succeed high enough, I'll give you advantage on the attack roll, but you don't need to make it in order to do that,
Copy.
because you have enough movement. Okay, yeah, you can have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
As you kind of
and
flip
then
over behind it unexpectedly.
with my bonus action, the hex transfers now. So, okay, well, still. All right. And then,
25. And then.
all right. And then,
All
so
right.
it's,
He is bloodied.
What are you
all
doing?
right. In that case, the way I would like for it to go is Alveron, after the baby is dispatched, vaults over the one arm of the throne, sticks the rapier in to the back of the creature, uses that momentum to spin off, draws it out, and as he moves past, slashes. It's all one attack, effectively. But just the flavor of it is that he gets a slash in as well as he moves across the throne and moves just to the edge of combat to kind of take stock
Okay.
of everything.
As you finish your thing, it kind of roars out in pain. Rats, you dirty, stinking rats! And it's going to use a legendary action to whip you. Wow.
Damn!
Double ones. You just are kind of, you take one step back, right in front of you, missing completely, although he is absolutely furious. It is then going to...
Andrew, I do still
Yeah.
take the 2d6, right?
You do still take it's actually 3d6 now.
Damn!
Or at least at the moment. You'll take 9 points of damage from hitting it.
Oh no,
Thank you for
I'm
reminding
almost
me.
out of temporary hit points.
No, Alveron hasn't been hit at all. Not that I haven't tried to attack you. I've just been rolling terrible against you and your crappy AC. He only needs to roll a 3 to hit you as well.
I know, it's fucked up.
Okay.
I need a ring of protection or something.
I'm going to move here, fly over, and I'm going to use my action to use Healing Hands for 7 hit points on Umael.
You said 17?
And 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step away again.
Medea has suddenly become the healer. I love it.
How many Misty Steps do you have left?
I have 3 spell slots, so one more. Oh wait, I have 0 because I used Find Steve in the morning, so that's my last one.
Okay, cool. I was just curious. I couldn't remember how many times you did that. Or
Yeah.
could do that, rather. Alright. Back up, although Needs to get out of dodge. Sulveran.
I'm slightly distracted because I'm dying of hot sauce right now. Did anybody take massive or significant damage when I was collecting water?
Medea's near dead.
Medea's near
Okay.
dead. Ort's near dead. Umiel, of course, has 7 hit points. Everyone else is pretty healthy.
Okay.
I mean, Will in the back has taken no damage, nor has been targeted at all.
Somebody
Okay.
nearly shot me with a crossbow, and then that
That's
future
true.
unraveled.
They were going to.
All right. So Medea's not doing well.
So far back in a melee heavy fight.
Yeah, Medea's
Mm.
also kind of out of range right now. So I'm gonna use that bonus action. And the creature's bloodied, right?
Yes, just barely.
All right.
Also,
Yeah.
he ganked their caster so quickly that they could not have even targeted Will if they wanted to.
Nice.
Yeah. I am going to sweep my hand forward and bonus action Alpenstock attempt that guy in the face then. And I'm doing my trusty just roll it flat so that I don't have to worry about clicking anything on my sheet.
I'm gonna move it
Oh.
by or
Damn!
yeah.
I'll take it.
That's
God
and-
damn.
All right, and I upcasted that, so let's see. That's what, 2d8? Yeah. So I roll 48, right?
Yep.
Okay. I've never got to roll crit damage before.
Oh,
Haha!
25.
Me neither, Charlie.
You definitely crit on inflict wounds in a fight.
That's
Yeah,
your
but
roll,
I feel like the melee weapon it feels different. I don't know. Feels nice.
Feels different to roll left dice.
No, it feels different because I have never had the chance on a different character. Who always just melee. So yes, 25 damage.
Get that
And
bitch.
because that spell slot is already used, like that doesn't count against any of my spelling stuff, right?
No, okay, you still. I mean, it takes your bonus action, but otherwise.
Okay, cool. He's almost dead. I'm still gonna conserve spell slots because that's what I do. DC 16.
Succeeds. I'll take 7 points.
Takes away the pain. Oh,
Damn.
I feel like I'm
Alright.
taking his
Wait,
ongoing
didn't you
aura
say-
stinging
didn't-
burning effect
didn't you
right
say
now.
that-
Ort
Didn't you
is
say this-
going
these-
to disengage.
So, didn't you say these things had disadvantage on saves, so it would cancel out?
Sorry.
No,
No.
they've never had disadvantage on saves. It's only attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Only attack rolls. The thing that is stopping this really doing any.
Yeah, from absolutely
Big
destroying
damage.
you. All these whips missing would have destroyed Alveron. He would be dead.
But I mean, but that's why we did the.
That's why you did it. Yeah, no.
We wouldn't have been here.
You would have ran already otherwise. Yeah.
I would
Ort,
be telling Keller to forget all of you because it will just bring sorrow.
I would have not walked in the room.
it's gonna disengage. To No, Ort should have rolled like a bunch of con saves. Well, he's got Warcaster. It's fine. I'm terrible about remembering. He will cast Mass Healing Word. Six.
I'm glad Ort and Medea are being responsible healers.
Can you hit Medea? Yes. Okay, he's gonna hit everybody that has taken damage. Well, you all get 5.
I'll take 5.
Andrew, I'm pretty sure I know the answer. I've only lost temporary
Fly.
hit points at this time. I don't regain those, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Weren't you aided? Didn't you get max added? I don't know if that affects it.
You can heal back max hit points.
Yeah.
So if it was
If,
aid,
if it's from aid, then yeah, you can heal that specifically.
I've only
good.
lost temp so far.
Okay.
Where did you
You
get
have
the
8, I
temp
have
HP
10 on
yeah,
from?
what gave you the temp HP?
I got 10 temp from the one of the original aids, I think.
Yeah, so that's actually
now
it's not temp
current.
HP. It's a bonus to your max HP.
Oh, okay.
So
Well then,
you can't heal it.
Yeah.
we'll-
Aid is much better than.
I keep an eye on it because my temp and aid stack, which is useful, and I haven't used my temp yet this time.
So yeah, Uba, Medea, Sulveran, Umil, Alveron all gained a crappy 5 HP.
nice.
Not nothing
it's-
though. I'm gonna hang back for a little bit and heal.
Can someone get the fucking angel out of there before they die?
I mean, the angels gotta move themselves.
Yeah.
It's in Will's turn. I can actually clear these.
Did I don't know what I was going to ask. Will watches Ort do the thing that Will was going to do, but then sees the magic not like hold that much anyway. So she will begin humming and elevate the song and cast a 3rd level expanded healing word on Medea, Umil, and Sulveran.
I don't
Nice.
know if you have the range to hit Medea.
75 feet is my range.
If you're limited, I'm only down 1 HP.
Okay, just barely. I thought it was
Yeah, I
maybe a
could
little
also-
bit more.
I could also move, but I don't want to do that. You're only down 1, then Uba, Umil, and Medea.
I'm only down 4, but I'll take it.
All right,
If
then
you wanna-
Ort,
yeah.
Umil, and
It's or Umil and Medea who are really fucked up at the moment.
I dumped a 3rd level curing wounds into myself. I'm fine.
Hiya! That's how you healing word, Ort, you nerd.
Wow.
Yeah. I healed more people. I think it's actually
Is
very
that-
close to the
yes,
same
it-
amount of HP.
Yes, but I heal the ones that mattered, and then I'll past Ort's head. I'm going to curve an infinity dagger out of my spell slot.
You curve it up the staircase just to
up the staircase,
just to shit out
go
Ort.
near Ort. Just to show my command of expandable magic.
Oh man,
It'll probably miss.
that does miss.
Nice.
So glad that
yeah,
I
you're
also,
not blessed.
Yeah, that's fine. Will's only used that spell twice.
All right.
Sulveran tosses Will a somewhat rude, somewhat full of camaraderie Gathite gesture at her comment of "I've healed the ones that mattered."
Mm-hmm.
So Umil's still hasted because he didn't die, and you. Oh no, it was a scroll. I think it drops then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it probably does.
Okay. I want to disengage. No, he's in it to win it.
I want him to get the killing blow on this bastard.
So that hits. Doesn't do very much
He's-
damage against this guy
He's
specifically.
gonna die from the damage that he gets back from these hits.
Yeah,
That's the
let
problem.
me roll it.
Oh, that one's fine.
Oh, 6.
But he's up. He's no longer down, and I mean he's getting to do damage. So that's
Look, we just need him to be up for the demon's turn. That's really it.
Mm.
Oh, he's gonna go for it again. Missing. So he doesn't take any damage from that one. He will fly off. 30. Which will provoke an attack of opportunity. Disadvantage still, though. That hits.
Damn.
Just barely. Umiel goes down.
Does Umia he starts to move and then he gets hit? Does he get any movement at all, or is he still within the 5-foot range?
No, you drop where you are.
Okay.
Good question, though. All right, Helcarthak is going to go now.
DC 16. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you a chance to remember
That's
that yourself, but it's because I'll forget
I
myself.
didn't roll advantage, but he feeds. Go ahead and roll your 3-8. No, it's good because it's not a lot of damage each time, but it adds up.
It's been over 30, 40 damage by now.
Okay. Okay, he's going to move forward 5, 10, 15.
And he's taking the half speed, right?
Yeah. Let me double check his. Yeah.
Where is he moving? Okay.
He's going to move up to there. He's going to whip Sulveran.
Fair enough.
Maybe. He's rolled so... I mean, I know I have disadvantage, but I've rolled so many ones this fight. It's insane.
Yeah.
DM needs to suffer.
And then he's going to attack... hold on.
I think Sulveran's Spirit Guardian just smacks that whip out of the air.
He's going to attack
condescendingly.
Uba.
I'm sure this is gonna kick my ass.
I think that's...
Oh!
Yeah. Disadvantage, man. It's making the difference here.
Yeah.
He would be dead without it.
So you're going to take 24 points of damage, Ubo.
Ouch.
That's going to be its turn for now. Uba.
I think
Umiel does have one failed death save, just so everybody knows, because he did start his turn next to Umiel.
Gotcha.
I didn't roll the damage, but
I think is the demon bloodied?
yes, very much so.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do a double dagger attack on it.
That hits. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a 20 for a second. The second one misses.
Okay, and then Kojin's gonna so let me do 1 Hunter's Mark, 1d6 for Kojin, and 1 Colossus Slayer. Plus 6 on top of that.
Okay.
Decent, yeah.
Then Uba is going to yell at Kojin to hide behind the statue. Just in case. I guess. Yeah, it's gonna send Kojin over here.
Kojin is technically within melee.
Oh yeah, so I guess Kojin. If that's the case, I think Kojin's gonna try and bite.
All right, let's see it.
Let's see if they hit.
You also take 3d6 from attacking it.
Ugh, okay. So Kojin. Oh, I should have just clicked.
That's okay. Kojin's got a plus 6, yeah. So that hits 18.
Okay. So a d6. I think.
Plus 3, yeah.
Okay, so that's a 4. And I take how much damage?
You took 12.
Okay.
How's it been looking health-wise?
Kojin takes 14.
No, Kojin. Uba is at 28 out of 68 right now, so
Okay.
not too good.
We
Uba's
spread out the
going to-
damage.
Uba's gonna shake their dagger at the demon specifically because they hit Kojin. Probably gonna say a lot of things in Draconic. So I guess it's the end of my turn. Uba is bloodied, Kojin is not.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action.
Yeah, Uba's definitely about to get their shit rocked.
Legendary action 8 Drake baby.
Okay, no. It's going to use its legendary action to once more attempt to. No, it's just going to hit. Fuck the whip. It's just going to hit Uba. I haven't hit once with that whip. Like I think I hit somebody at the start when it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, that just barely hits.
Okay, so you take 26 points. Sorry. Yeah, 26 points of damage.
Oh
as
god.
It brings this, just in a rage,
Now
like
Uba has,
die. Brings the sword.
Uba has 2 hit points.
It's then Alveron's turn.
All right. We know the demon is bloodied,
Yes, you do.
and we also know that our angel friend is.
You've got a
At one-
healer. Yeah. You've got
I
a healer
do.
and he's not taking more damage. Go fuck this guy up. You can do it. I mean, you can
that's
also
right.
use your pace.
Medea-
You got pace.
Medea is right there. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay, let me check the distance here.
But I'm just saying, I won't fail to like heal this round. I've been not healing, but if you're worried about saves and you really want the angel to survive,
So the reason that Alveron has the moment of indecision is because he was supposed to be a priest before he was conscripted into piracy. So like that's why he's been so committed to this angel. But yes, Marisa. But there is healing right nearby, and I feel like he could slip away if he needs to. All right. And yes, with action, bonus action, yep. So with regular movement, he's able to get within 30 feet of the bad boy. He's going to move in. And no creatures within feet of him. He is attacking from the flank of the creature, Andrew. Does he have advantage?
Creatures within 5 feet of him.
Flanking doesn't do anything,
All right.
unfortunately. 5e rules. You do hit though.
That is good. And I will not consume a spell slot. Okay. And then
stabbing him in the back again.
say again?
Stabbing him in the back again.
Not like I have a habit of that. And then I will use my bonus action just to dash away. And I'll get right up by the throne.
Right.
And I won't move any further. There's no way to like hold your movement, right?
No.
Once I've moved,
you
I'm
could hold your action to move, but you have to have your action to hold an action.
No, totally understood. I just want to make sure. Like, so yeah, so I moved just out of, let me just make sure. Like, yeah, I'm moving essentially out of 20-foot range of the creature, but I'm like the 20 feet is less important than just like I'm moving up to the throne base and I'm by the angel. If nothing happens to help heal the angel, I can apply the salve.
Because I've actually been doing this wrong. It has a 30-foot range on the whip. If you want to move farther.
In that case, I do, because of dash, I do have the ability to move further. I'll just move out to
I
here.
forgot, a
if that's
normal
all right.
whip, I think, is 15, but this is like a big whip of fire.
I mean, it's
just
fair
check.
because he like occupies 4 spaces compared to the 1 space we occupy.
All right, if that's 30 feet, then I'll move just 1 bit further
You have
up.
to actually move 2 because it's from the closest square to you.
Oh, so if I wanted to be away from it, I have to be like up here.
You have to be here. Oh, sorry, hello. At least here.
You're
not pinging.
Where? Where are you pinging?
Sorry, it's not pinging for me. Cool. Here. This is the line of distance you have to cross.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
It's not showing up, Andrew.
I hope it's not my internet again. One
It's fine. You
farther
need to
than
be-
where you are standing.
One above where you are.
Okay, so, but 1 further than where I'm standing. But if I do that, ooh, that's okay. I'm still within range of human, right? Let me check. Yep, my speed is 30 feet, so I'm still within my own range of movement. Okay, that's fine then. I will move right there. And that satisfies the contingent, right?
Yes, you are now
Okay.
more than 30 feet away from it. But you could still
Okay.
move and attack if you want.
All right, that's that. Yeah, I appreciate you picking up what I was putting down. Thank you.
Right. At the end of your turn, it's going to try to whip Baron again. Legendary action.
Fair. Sulveran deserves this.
Just barely missing. And actually, you have high AC. That's a lie.
Man, even when I'm in range, it doesn't try and attack me.
Are you in
I
range?
feel like I need to do... You said 30 feet, right?
Oh, you are.
It's fine.
That's all right. I have you slightly out of view because everything else is happening up.
I feel like
Because
I'm
of the lack of relevance of Will in this fight, just firing magic
You're just
missiles.
far away. That's okay. I already said.
Sulveran's just annoying.
He probably
He's
would
slowing
have
him
tried to
down.
whip you, but I already said I was going to whip Sulveran. We'll get you next time.
Yeah.
Medea, it's your turn.
Unsurprisingly, Medea has enough HP that with the horse, they have the movement to ride up, get behind this thing, just make some attacks.
Yeah.
Hit. Yeah.
Damn.
After that, as
How
well,
many smites was that?
I only have 1 smite. No, for that I'm rolling the damage I'm taking from hitting it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? I thought the 96. Oh, it's D8s for smites, isn't it? Okay. I was like, I thought you were out of spells or pretty close.
And then add 7 to that.
Okay.
And the Medea goes down from stabbing this thing.
So Medea, of course, probably by this point knows that they always have the choice, and Sulveran doesn't even actually say their name or make a comment. He just kind of lets out a real quick, sharp whistle to grab their attention.
If I do this, will I take any failed death saves?
You take 1
You'll
failed death
take
save
1.
every time.
No, I mean like from the fire damage while I'm doing it.
No. How much HP did you have before
I had
this
27.
happened? Okay, we should actually do the math because that.
I had 27 HP.
So you
left.
took 16 from the first one.
Yeah, I didn't go down until
And then 10.
after the
Okay.
third one.
So yeah, okay, so that's fine. Then no, you wouldn't have taken any death saves or anything.
Okay.
But if they get damaged under the effect of Sulveran Sting, is that a
So
failed death
if
save?
you come back up, you'll take a death save. If you hit it successfully, you will take a death save. If it dies, you will be dead because it will do damage to you. You will just be dead. I'm just so we're clear on what is going to happen in this order.
Because of the exploding.
Because of the explosion.
Medea's going to choose not to.
It's a fair choice.
I'm not saying you would kill it for sure, but if that happened, you would die. Like we would be over at that point.
But he is choosing not to specifically. Even
Yeah,
if we
this
have
is
to fight.
this
We'd
is the
only
best
need one of
choice.
our 18 healers to have Revivify available still.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys could come back out, but I just mean like there would be no death saves at this point. It would be
Full dead.
full dead. Okay. Medea chooses to reject Sulveran's magic,
No, I'm gonna sleep now, thank you.
using the sweet death. But it is Sulveran's turn.
Sulveran just kind of nods, like, fair enough. And he is going to. So does this guy look really near dead, or just mostly near dead?
He's really near dead. Yeah.
Okay. So in that case,
There's a reason I brought up the possibility of the explosion. I will say.
Yeah, I figured.
Although Medea's spear alone doesn't do that much, but
okay. So in that case, the turn order is going to go. Sulveran is going.
Excuse me. Before you go, or forget, it's going to use its final legendary action to try to whip Will. Who reminded me that
What?
they're there.
No! How dare you!
Hey, it hit something with the whip. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Wait. I cast Shield, and my AC is 23 now.
Okay. You boom at the last second.
It would hit
the
me,
whip.
and at the last second, like, it just wraps around the spell cloth and singes it a bit.
That would have been bad because your strength save is -2.
Hey,
And then
my
once
strength save is fine.
And then once they're there, the explosion is just gonna roast Will like a marshmallow.
Even when I hit something with the whip, I
think
don't
the
actually hit something.
I think the explosion is actually fine for me.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
This is why Jack wanted so badly for you
Oh, shield, pretty good.
to attack. He really needed that, and I think that was great.
I didn't get the counterspell. I really needed to use shield.
It had rolled a little bit higher, it wouldn't have mattered.
The mental image of this thing just like thinking, yes, there's a squishy in the back, and then just again failing is really satisfying for me. It's a good moment.
It's got a +12, and you guys, the party has pretty good AC though as well.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling with disadvantage.
All right. Well, I cast Spiritual Weapon like 5 minutes ago, trying to see if it would just go from the sheet. It did not. So here's the manual.
It will use it to do the stuff again.
Yeah. And then, well, no, it doesn't even pop up the thing. All right, and so that's 2d8. And then so that's bonus. And who comes up next? Helcarthak. All right. Action is going to be to pop that twilight to heal everybody that I can see that is on the ground. Because Umail's on the ground.
Temp HP doesn't do anything for people who are unconscious.
You don't heal people if you give them extra temp HP.
Oh, I did not know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, haven't had that rule pop up.
It's a weird one.
It is a weird one. Okay. So in that case, because that's why I used my bonus action, because I thought we were. Let's see. Sorry, let me real quick decide what I want to do instead. And a bonus action like Healing Word can't be used in a.
Well, you already used your bonus action.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It can't be used as made action.
Correct.
Umail has only failed one death save, quote unquote, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and Medea is going to have a death save to roll and auto fail a death save if this thing explodes on her.
No, Medea has not taken any death saves. They're just down.
Okay.
Because they rejected your.
Right.
But if this thing explodes, that might be enough to just massive damage.
It's just, yeah. I mean, potentially, but anybody near it is going to take some damage.
Okay. And so, all right. So in that case, like if Medea's healed, they're just healed to potentially still take that damage. It's not going to make a difference. It's like what I'm asking here.
It could save me from massive damage death.
Okay. So
Yeah,
In fact,
you have
I'm guessing
you have
it
no
probably
idea how
would.
much damage it's going to deal everybody.
Oh yeah, no, that's just my guess.
okay. So I think in that case, what I'm going to do, so sorry about that, is I am going
right.
to step forward and put that thing in the range of my damage sphere while putting myself close enough to Medea to cure their wounds.
Nice.
And so he just kind of drops to one knee next to Medea to like smack him with a cure wounds. 'Cause I roll with gentle repose, so you're gonna be down for a minute if you are down. I don't always have Revivify prepared.
What do you have? Did you roll Cure Wounds?
I've tried, but we might just have to hold on for a second.
Okay.
But
There we go.
Orc is going.
He's just gonna hang out there,
to
keeping them in the aura.
move there. Wait. Spirit's weapon can't get there. You won't use that then. A little bit too far. Okay. Or we'll use one more mass healing word, just trying to get everybody up, preparing for this explosion that might happen. 7. Everybody heals 7. Umiel comes back up. Barely. So that's his bonus action. He's got HP. He will make an attack.
Jesus,
I
Umiel.
thought that was going to be a crit.
That was odd.
No.
Well, I never roll well with Ort, unfortunately. I should just always use spells. He goes, all right, yeah, everybody, let's get ready for this thing to blow up. And then braces himself. Will, it is then your turn.
I'm gonna
This thing is
step back.
nearly like last legs, about to go, but it looks angry. It wants to take you all out with it.
I'm gonna step back a little bit. Let me see how far that actually is. I'm gonna get to 50.
This is probably a no, but I'm just going to guess because the worst you could say is no. Before Will makes his turn, since Sulveran is there kneeling, like healing, like doing a cure wounds on Medea, can he be covering them with his shield instead of himself, applying that +3 AC to them?
It wouldn't matter for the explosion.
Okay.
But
not without that shield master or whatever that shield feat was.
I don't think you could do that anyways without.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just checking.
I mean, I'm always happy to let you like forgo a save or just take an attack to shield somebody else.
Okay.
But you will then take the brunt of that.
Yeah.
Blow.
Yeah, no, and I figured since it's AoE that it wouldn't be like something that could be done, but I figured it was worth trying.
That's a good question.
So then for flavor, that's what Sulveran is doing. It does nothing, but Sulveran is doing that for flavor.
Will's like, I need to get out of dodge.
Well, I mean, Will has essentially infinite range, and while thinks that this explosion will be bad, doesn't want to be hit by it, right? So I guess I'll cast. I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to healing word and try and hit it with a cantrip, but I'm just going to guarantee the damage with a 2nd level magic missile.
All right. Describe how these magic missiles kill it, because I know it's going to be.
God.
It's actually 12. So the exact same as before, and I think Alveron, because we're like pincering it, you see it best. It's like it's as if the lanterns that are lighting up the space for cannons, and then one at a time, like in 0.25 of a second, they just hammer directly into like the middle of this thing's forehead, and the last one just drives straight through. And then Will like sees and feels the magic come out the back of this thing's head, and it's like, well, it's gonna blow up now. And
As just starting from out where the magic missiles just hit it, cracks of light. Its core begins to like swirl and like contract for a second, almost like when a star goes supernova, before radiating back outwards. I think everybody, ever Will and Alveron, to make dexterity saving throws. I'm not going to bother with Umil. He's going to go down. Short, though.
Should Kojin roll their own dex save? Or
Yes,
should
Kojin gets their own dex save. They have their own HP pool.
Okay.
Hella is hiding like a smart child.
Killa is not really in this room. They're like somewhere off on the colonnades. Okay.
Hella is out on a balcony.
Uba's going to not only have anxiety about death, but also guilt about almost killing a
All right.
drink.
Port goes down. Umil goes down. Sulveran, you take 48.
But for that healing.
Medea, you go down. I know you saved, but you still go down. Kojin goes down.
No.
Just so we know who's down.
Is Alveron within range?
No, Alveron is exactly
out of range.
Alveron is like confronted by a massive blast of heat from this fireball, but it's just like feels it, does not get injured by it. As this happens, everybody, you blink out the white hot flames from your eyes to see Ort lying on the ground, Kojin lying on the ground, Medea lying on the ground limp, and Umil also lying down on the ground.
I think, am I out as well?
Did you have 24 HP?
I thought you were good, but I don't know.
I only had 9 HP.
Oh, then you're down. Sorry, I thought you had more than that for some reason.
Yeah.
And Uba also lying down on the ground. Everybody who is standing right next to it, which makes sense, and Umil.
Is it just me and Sulveran? Wow, okay.
And Will. I mean, Will's fine. Will's like,
half the party is not bad.
This is the priority, is getting Ort up.
The two of us that are healers, like, we can both heal everybody.
Yeah, of the people to go down, to stay up, this is probably one of the best outcomes.
Yeah.
Andrew,
since
it's still my turn.
Just to finish the description, the creature is all but gone. The whip has disappeared. The bone sword lies crumbling where it stands. There remains some, bits of its skull and bones, but other than that, all of the flesh has been just eviscerated from its skin. There's not even any gore because it's just been burned away. Go ahead, Will.
Ask something. Do I think in that moment, as I step forward, and I think Sulveran can see Will beginning to raise her hand in a healing word and gesturing to Ort and Uba, that I will heal them next time. Do I get the impression that that was a spell-like ability for the braces? Would the braces have protected Will against that?
Possibly.
Great. All right. I
maybe
should
a
have let
little
myself
bit.
get hit about it and learn it.
I'm not. I'd have to think about it in the moment. Probably not. I think it's too intrinsic to the nature of the beast itself.
Sure. I can't cast another spell because I cast Magic Missile.
Okay. So it would be Will, then it would be Alveron.
Ooh.
Since technically we're doing death saves, this is kind of important. Alveron, your turn.
The angel has already been making death saves, correct?
No, Ort brought it back up to 7 before the explosion went off. So it is at
Before the explosion.
0.
Okay.
And luckily the explosion wasn't enough to kill anybody.
All right. So
Although Ort was in. If he had less HP, would have been in bad territory.
Very fair. I haven't used my Kyotum ointment yet, and it reads as D4 plus 1.
Mhm.
Would you? Oh, sorry, it's just not expanding itself. D4 plus 1 doses of the ointment, and then per action, receive a dose of the ointment applied, receives 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, is cured. So I haven't used it yet. I'd like to roll the D4 plus 1 to see how many doses I have.
That's just flavor text. You have 1 dose.
Yeah.
I do only
I
have 1
divvied
dose.
it
That's
out.
just telling us when you receive it
Acquire the item.
to roll.
What?
You were given 1
Okay.
1 dose.
In that, fuck me. In that case, Alveron has some decisions to make. Okay. So the angel is in front of him. But,
He would know the angel can heal, right?
not when down.
No, yeah, but I'm saying if it's up.
No. So okay, now I understand what you're saying, Sarah. You're saying if I heal the angel, it should be able to heal other people, right?
I don't think you've been given any indication that the angel is capable of healing anybody.
Healed someone in front of us. Healed one of us.
Andrew doesn't seem convinced.
I don't remember. Maybe.
Poison? No, it wouldn't have been poison because that was earlier. I mean, literally all of us can heal. So,
Well,
anybody
except for me.
is
But okay,
And
but
maybe
Sulveran
you-
is there. I think with my background, and especially I think it's within character. I've had a particular devotion.
The only reason
to
this
the
is
angel.
important is because Sulveran doesn't have Mass Healing Word prepared.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. I have been particularly devoted to the angel throughout our roleplay here, and with my character's background, it is important to me. I am going to use my only Kodum ointment on the angel.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it to bring the angel back.
Right. Go roll that 2d8 plus 4. Wait, is that right?
All right. That is what I have, yes.
Okay. 2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2.
While Alveron begins to apply the ointment and bring it out of their pouch. Sulveran, what are you doing on your turn? I think that just means everybody's going to get up right away.
Wow.
4 HP.
I mean, it still works, but damn.
All right. So the turn order in relevance here. Probably I saw that Medea wasn't healing to max towards the end there, so I think Sulveran assumes that Medea's healing is not necessarily happening right now, and he is going to rouse Ort. Since I can't run 2 spells in a single go, and I don't have any of my own ointment. So, also, does turn order matter for like when Ort will be able to get up and heal people?
It doesn't matter as much because Alveron did the thing because Will's about to heal 3 people, right?
2 people.
2 people. Okay, then it does matter a little bit. Ort was after you, so he
Yeah,
would
which is
go
why
before Will.
Yeah, and before Medea, because Medea was before me, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Medea
Technically
over and
speaking.
the whole way through.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
no. Medea would make their death saving throw before Ort got up and was able to do anything.
Okay.
Medea actually needs
But-
to make it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
before
Unless Sulveran heals me, right?
no, because you go before I go.
You were before
It's
Sulveran.
first.
Yeah, I shouldn't have closed the turn tracker.
Okay. Let me make
Also,
my
it
death.
doesn't have failed, right? So it's not super high tension.
Yeah, because Medea hasn't failed anything, and they didn't take that option,
We
so.
probably don't have to think this hard about this, but
Yeah,
I
Okay,
thought it was
see.
a little bit more dire. I forgot Alveron had the ointment and stuff. I thought
Yeah.
there was going to be one person left out, and okay, Medea's fine.
Yeah.
So you go and heal Ort.
Yeah, Sulveran's going to grimace, then just take one long step right over Medea, and drop to quickly heal Ort.
Ah!
And then as soon as he heals Ort, he's like shoving him in the direction of the other people that need healing. Like he's just shoving him
Yeah.
back to Medea. Healed him?
Yeah, if it doesn't matter, like Will just tells Ort to heal Medea, and Will heal Uber and Kojin with the same spell
He'll use Cure Wounds then.
because it gets us more HP that way. I think
Yep, exactly.
because just in case we have a
There you go,
Yeah.
Medea 12.
No, that's exactly why I was like,
All right, everybody at this point, I'd roll the HPs. Will, it will be your turn before anybody else gets to go. Devin.
Kojin and Uber both through the same like Gathite song, like revived with 7 hit points.
All right.
Unless Kojin's a construct.
Haha, you fool. Kojin turns on the
Kojin's
party
actually an undead.
and
so
eats
is Uba.
Uba.
Great.
You stand in now in this palace. Everybody kind of gathering themselves, collecting the bodies off of their floor. For those of you who were downed, which was most of the party, looking around at a now quiet room.
Medea is mourning their elk that was surely obliterated by that.
Alex dead.
Did we know if just killing the demon was enough to like bring teleportation back? Was it the thing stopping it?
No, it was not.
Great. Will says to Umail, all right, so what is this teleportation thing? Also, you mentioned treasure under the throne. Being not here would be good.
It kind of like stands, pulling itself by the greatsword, which it then vanishes. And it will begin to rummage around the throne room for a minute before you all hear a he begins to push the chair back, revealing a essentially a hole beneath where the throne was, this massive throne that leads a staircase leading downwards.
I will, while he's looking around, do another healing word, this time for Medea and Uber. Just to keep people a little bit less dead.
Copy. From a hit point perspective, and just from a like, how alive are we feeling? I will take lead and be ready to just kind of jump in.
I think if you go to do that, Will kind of like puts her hand on your shoulder and draws a rapier with the. It looks very much like she's very proficient with the rapier because of her acting ability, but she smiles and says, "Oh, I'll take the lead this time. It's all right."
The second Cure Wounds will be on Medea. And Orda's done for now.
Uba is going
Wants
to
keep
do a
couple spell
few.
slots.
Uba's going to do a couple on Kojin, and they are actively freaking out and crying about Kojin.
Damn. All right.
Ella at this point runs into the room, up to Will.
Will just like puts her arm around Keller's shoulder and is like keeping her very close, but still going in front, since certainly Will has higher AC than Alveron and did not even get hit once in that fight.
Nope. Nope, I missed
Hey,
it.
I only got
Cool misses.
I only got hit when I actively targeted the big bad evil guy. So
I was
Will
going to
pressed
Big
it
B's
his
hand
head.
you. I was going to have the guy Big B's cast Big B's hand on you, and then it just suck you up with Big B's hand. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I kept myself lucky.
But yeah, I guess we'll get through this healing so that everybody's a little bit more stable and head down.
Yeah. Sulveran's worried that something else will show up, so at this point he is bathed in his fear of Twilight, and everybody feels a whole 6 HP of temp HP.
Right. As you, some of you stagger upwards and begin to move down through this work stone passage, you can see on either side of you mosaics, which have had large gashes. You can see the bits of tile lying on the floor. You can see what were probably depictions of Elcar, some kind of narrative there, but it's been so destroyed that it is basically illegible. You eventually hit the bottom of the staircase and come up to a there's a large doorway with carved into it, more like a relief coming out of it that makes up where the handle should be. An Elcar man wielding in one hand a shield that he's got braced up, and then in the other hand a long sword, entirely carved out of stone, kind of just in with the door, almost like it's being half spliced in. In front of that is a pedestal. This room is a little bit bigger than the passageway, which is just like a 10-foot wide hallway down. This is more like a 20-foot round room with the doorway. In the center of which is this pedestal. Atop of that, or more precisely, as part of the top, it seems to be almost carved or wrapped around the stonework, lies what seems to be an egg, or at least it's egg-shaped, but it doesn't look natural at all. It's glistening black and smooth. Not glistening, sorry. It's voidless black and smooth, almost as if there is just an absence of anything in that space.
Can I make an Arcana check about the egg?
Sure.
Same, if you wouldn't mind.
That's fine. You will probably, maybe you'll crit again. I'll be surprised.
That's kind of what
the only times you can crit on these kinds of rolls, after all. No.
Well, you know what? I'll take subversion of expectations.
You're intensely
honestly
afraid of this thing, though you don't know why. And actually, as you look at it through the ethereal plane, it is also absent in the ethereal plane, as though nothing were really there, just an empty void. Will, this is not a real egg. This is what you would describe as a mote of power. If you were to guess with a 25, you would guess that this is the source, the center of all the protection, various magics that were placed around the city. It may even help fuel the sandstorm. You would think that you should not touch this. You should not even put your hands anywhere near it.
So there are no any religious myths about it?
Sorry?
No, sorry, that's on me. I'll wait.
I was just saying, you think you could dispel this mote of magic, although it will be difficult. You do have the spell scroll, of course, that you were given.
I didn't ever note that down on my character sheet, and I moved all my scrolls to my character sheet. Will kind of looks at the others and says, Well, I think this is probably what the scroll was for. And she starts to pull it out and like look over it to just reacquaint herself with it, and says, "Is this trove of useful treasures you talked of, Umael, behind that door?"
Yes, I believe so. I have not been inside myself, but this is where I've understood it to be.
What about if we work on the door, and then while you all look inside, She gestures at the egg. All right, we'll do that.
All right. Okay.
Does the door appear to be locked or ruined or anything?
There do appear to be runes around the door frame. You see no mechanical lock on the face of any kind. No physical lock. But they're like kind of rounding. It's a round like arch doorway, and along the sides are runic markings carved on each stone.
Or do you have any idea about this door or what these runes mean? I'll roll Arcana as well. But I thought Ort might know, being a Cordal priest who spoke Elkaran better than me. Although I did also roll a 29.
All right, just
Ort doesn't know anything about anything.
I just want to see if he has any useful spells. I mean, he's really low on spell slots, so. Well, I could discover more about it on a different day. Let me roll. Let me think in my brain. It's trapped. The inscription in Elkaran says that this is the treasure hoard of Elkarandar the Great, protected by him and his progeny forever.
Okay, so we can either try and overcome the traps or leave that to the Elkar and take the promises of the Sultan's sister, the Sentir, as a reward enough.
Alveron, I think I could help you with if you want to try to remove the runes.
Alveron kind of looks at them. With your help, I can try, but
I'm
all right.
Fresh out of. Actually, I guess I do have one spell slot. Let me try to dispel the runic markings.
Maybe if you do have a spell slot, maybe save that in case this scroll doesn't work for this egg.
Good point.
But Will says, Alveron, I believe in you, but don't touch that rune. That rune means that you explode and shit yourself. And I'll give you bardic inspiration.
Do I hit myself before dying, or is it explode and then shit type mechanic?
It's the same time.
Yes, both.
You actually explode.
horrible.
You explode shit.
You.
Like the shit explodes you.
I was trying to really spare everyone the image of Alveron shitting himself inside out.
But Alveron, I will say that we have all been
like to see that.
Wow.
Like, looks at you like with a grin.
Kello?
Yeah.
Kello's getting around it.
Alveron, I will say that we've all been close enough today that I imagine my lady's eye is upon you, and he is going to give him guidance.
Okay, so
That's to the character speed.
Once we get this solved, I cannot wait to take
Man,
a nap.
look at those HPs after being healed.
But then he takes a very long step away from this door.
Yeah, Will
Very
is Will is still close. Like, Will trusts Alveron, like, and is doing this, and then we'll go back to the egg.
What
See,
type of roll
humans
do you have
are
to do for this?
survivable. That's
For the door,
Yeah.
this would be no, it would be thieves' tools for sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I will do that. I just want to understand exactly what I'm rolling with. So I am rolling with a 4 from guidance. And then I have Bardic Inspiration as well.
yeah, which
Correct.
you can use for something else if you.
You also have your own inspiration die.
Okay. All right.
Could theoretically
Just
take the help action as well.
Yeah, or it's helping
my
you, so you have advantage.
So advantage as well.
okay. So I want to.
Or it's helping you with his smith tools and his knowledge of runes, being a magical blacksmith.
Okay.
You have to be
Understood.
careful with the chisel. I know you know what you're doing, but like,
Okay. So
here,
for
use this
thieves'
one.
tools,
It's better. I
what's-
sharpened it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to roll it, but I'm not able to roll it for some reason. What's
Aha!
the? So it's a D20 plus what?
It's something you roll out of your inventory.
Oh, out of inventory.
Yeah, because skill proficiencies are weird.
Yeah, it's this.
Not skill proficiencies, tool proficiencies.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
You should have, I believe.
It's D20 plus 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus D8 plus 4 with advantage. I know that wasn't that helpful because I said it very quickly, but
All right.
your static bonus is plus 16.
Just roll it like with your modifiers and then add the 4 and the D8 after.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that.
Okay, the
and-
advantage
and
is gonna
use
make
your
the difference.
inspiration.
Yeah, don't forget about the
I got
advantage
advantage,
first.
We do have advantage first, so we're gonna try that.
Sorry,
Then
And then you
I
still have the D8 and the
edited it,
D4.
so that's actually wrong. It's actually I thought I wasn't doing it right. That's actually 22.
Okay, but I do get to roll the 1d8
Correct.
plus what's the other bit?
You had 4 from.
Guidance.
So you're at 26 right now. So this is going to become 33.
I think that's fine.
From your rolling a 7.
Yeah, from your
Yeah,
second.
You
seriously.
could use inspiration here and really
The
guarantee
bony that we've
35
started.
or
I
whatever.
don't feel the need to use.
Yeah, I mean, we could
inspiration.
shoot for 40, guys. Like, come on, let's go for broke.
I think 50 really should be the minimum.
I
for
feel
this
like
board.
as long as we don't metagame,
What do you-
over a 30 is fine.
What do you cap out at? 20.
I did a thing about. I read something about it where a bard could get like some nonsense on one particular thing.
Be 32
If you had
plus-
if you had rolled a 20 on this, you would have a 46 right now.
What if you
Jesus.
max out the bardic inspiration as well?
It would be a 47.
But what if you're a high level bard and you max that up? Then it's 50. We did it. Does the door open?
The door
We all-
actually.
The crux
still
of the
have-
issue.
The door was unlocked the whole time.
Yeah, you didn't even try the handle. You begin to slowly and very methodically, with Ort's help, you very nearly like you like go to hit one. He's like, no, and you're like, okay, you skip
Then
that
shit
one.
yourself on Alveron.
You go on. Yeah, you don't want to die from shits. Then I'm going to be covered in shit. I'm standing closest to you. God.
A different one gives you the sense that just, the goddess themselves is like, no.
And Ort, you're at that height anyway.
Yeah, don't remind me. You finish methodically removing the runes very carefully as Ort is minding you, helping you figure out which ones to remove. You stop and you stand up and you're like, well, that's probably as good as it's going to get. You think you've got them all. You've left the ones that don't matter for this purpose. All right. Who wants to open a door?
We'll roll so
I'll-
it isn't we'll open the door. Like
Oh,
that's
I was gonna
fine.
say I did the traps. I will gladly open the door. But
No, Will is happy that when she goes to do it, Alveron's already pushing the door open.
Make a
Take
strength check.
500 d6 damage.
Make an athletics check.
Yes, even better.
Okay, pretty good. You have to. You like go to. It's a pull. You go to like pull on the door, and you're like, ugh. I think it's locked for a second, and you're like, as it begins to. So it lands open. Beyond, you can see what clearly is a treasure room.
shit.
On silken pillows, in cases, in shelves, on stands, you see swords, armor, chests full of gold, rubies, diamonds, necklaces, a crown, a tiara. All kinds of treasure await you in this room, as well as paintings, tapestries, more mosaics. There's light filtering in from the top, from somewhere, coming out of this domed ceiling that has pressed in these paintings, each in the sort of natural frame that the stonework makes from its design.
Hmm.
All right, well, you go look at that. I'll deal with this.
Mhm.
Will is very clearly saying you should not be that close to this thing and sends Keller off with the Ort.
Ella goes to look at the
I'll-
tiara.
Kella goes to look at where?
The tiara.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch the tiara unless you know that it's magic.
Are there
Or
any
that-
dresses?
Not on display, but there's chests and wardrobes and stuff.
I think
Um,
Uba has like sprinted past as much as they can with like a quarter of their health. They're holding Kojin, and both Kojin and Uba, their eyes are like huge and they're like looking everywhere. And eventually Uba just sits on a pile of like golden rubies and is like, ah.
You hear in your head, Will, maybe you could put some of that stuff in me before we do this spelling thing.
Alfred, you should have not attached yourself to the leader that chose to be responsible and not going to loot a horde.
You're right. That kobold seems much more intelligent. I will wait, I suppose.
There are many kobolds more intelligent than I am. But also, you're distracting me from reading a scroll that, if I read wrong, might evaporate us both from existence. So,
1,000 apologies.
all right.
Not enough.
I'll start reading the scroll,
Okay.
seeing what I need to do and that kind of stuff.
I need you to make me an ability check. You will get advantage on this roll.
Great.
Charisma as spellcasting ability check.
Cool.
Sulveran is just lingering at the door. He's gotten kind of out of range of the dispel magic, but he is
That's
just watching.
Advantage, right?
Thought that was
Okay.
going to be a 1 for a
That's
second.
better.
That's just barely enough. The
Nice.
egg kind of like shakes for a minute. The stonework that it's around begins to crack, because it's like the stonework is almost crawling up it like vines. It begins to crack as it breaks out of its holding, shaking rapidly. It expands briefly, back in, and then vanishes with a wisp leading up to the ceiling. You all feel the slight oppressive feeling that has remained the whole time you've been in the city lift a little bit. It doesn't completely go away, but it lifts a little bit.
I pull out the scroll of sending that Melf gave us forever ago, and I'm going to send a test sending
Years ago.
to Kala.
Okay.
And be like, hey, just Checking that sending works coming out of this ancient city that we didn't die in.
Well, that's. Oh, is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, honestly, I was getting ready to leave the city. I had left you for dead. Great. Should I prepare something? You want? You want me to do
Make
something?
me a sandwich.
I don't respond. And then I will spend my actual last level 3 slot to send to the Cynthia that we have disabled the teleportation in your ancestral city. There's still a bunch of demons here, but you have a nice throne room and an even nicer vault.
Okay. And that's where we're going to end today's session. We'll pick back up with the Cynthia's reply and you all going into the storeroom. It is almost
Ooh.
exactly that time. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I saw a lot of new people were in the stream today, which is always fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the fight and all of that stuff. And I hope you are excited because this treasure is pretty awesome.
Ooh.
Gonna wait a whole week though before we come back. That's all from us. Have a good one, guys.